So the first thing we're gonna watch is the Lego drama. I thought you guys would be interested in that. You know, some of you might not know about it. And I had started watching it, and then I'm like, that would be great on stream. So I intentionally stopped paying attention to the drama. And I started just loading up the updates every time one showed up. So that's what we're gonna watch to start with. And there's a lot of updates on it, so that'll be almost a couple hours probably.
This man spent his life collecting what's now known as the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever. It's estimated to be worth around $200,000. And then the entire thing got stolen, and the police are actively working with the thieves to cover the entire thing up. But the craziest part is that the collector doesn't even know that his collection's been stolen. Yeah, the collector's son, Brian, well, he reached out to me because he has no clue how to break this news to his dad.
At this point, my father had a health episode. We can't bring any stress to him.
We can see you.
The reason he's reaching out to me is because the police are covering this entire thing up. And at this moment, I promised Brian that I would not end this video until I get his entire world record Star Wars collection back. But anyways, the thief of this collection is actually a corporation called Bricks and Minifigs.
Bricks and Minifigs, the biggest toy store of its kind.
Is the largest toy store.
Bricks and Minifigs were not just your average Lego store.
For collectors, Bricks and Minifigs is basically seen as the best and safest way to sell your Lego collections.
I'm selling my Legos. So what I'm planning to do with them is take them to my local Bricks and Minifigs.
Because there's so much positive media about them everywhere, Brian thought that this would be the perfect store to finally sell his dad's Lego Star Wars collection.
So I wrote up a contract.
In the contract, it says that these are still the family's Lego sets, but every time one gets sold, the store gets to keep a small percentage of each sale.
This was a store's worth of inventory. So that store that day was nothing but my dad's collection. Like, all the shelves filled. They had to bring in
That's a huge
extra
collection.
and
If
fill the
like
whole party room
if
with
the
shelves.
whole
But the
store
owner of the
is
franchise,
one
this
person's
woman,
collection.
well, her husband had to actually leave the
What the
country
fuck?
due to some work-related reasons.
My husband and I were planning on moving out of the country. I reached out to corporate to let them know, hey, this is something that's coming up in the next like 4 to 5 months.
She told the Bricks and Minifigs head corporation that she was planning on selling the store, so the corporation actually was able to find a buyer to buy it from her.
They let me know that they had somebody who was interested in purchasing a franchise in the area. He was going to be in town and he was going to stop by and just take a look at it. It wasn't until Brandon got there that he informed me that they were terminating my franchise agreement. We were getting threats from Brandon and from corporate that if we didn't leave the store immediately, the police were going to be called. I told corporate I wasn't comfortable leaving that night without the inventory. I was also told I was not going to be able to stay there long enough to do that inventory.
But we don't just have to take this woman's word for it.
She's
She
getting
was actually able to
booted right
save
out.
all the security camera footage from that night, proving that everything she just said is true.
All the footage and evidence is there in the security cam footage. It's him at the store kicking her out. In that footage they sent us is Crystal asking him, how am I supposed to pay this guy? These are sets he has not been paid for.
These are ones that he has not been paid his percentage yet. And if I don't have new tickets, I won't know how much I need to pay him.
That's a business thing and not necessarily yours. He's taking on the business, he takes on all that consignment liability.
His own corporation is sitting there on video saying they're going to take it.
After this woman got kicked out of her own store, she called Brian explaining how corporate just came down and is now trying to take the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection without paying for it. So Brian called the store to see what was going on.
Called the store and I said, what happened to Crystal? And he goes, well, that's kind of a private matter, but the corporation's taken over the store. There's something I can do to help you with. I said, well, yeah. I am the owner of about half your store's inventory. All those vintage Star Wars sets you have in there are ours. And he goes, I don't know anything about that. I said, well, you better get to learn about it because I have a contract, I have photo evidence, video evidence, like that is our collection. So I went down to the store, brought a copy of the contract. We're like you need to let me in back and let me see the sets that you still have. All you have to do is let me in back. We can go that route or we can go to court. And the guy just looks at me, crosses his arms and goes, let me tell you what's going to happen. If we go to court, we're going to drag this thing out so long, and you're going to end up spending so much more money than your collection is ever worth or what you ever would have gotten on it, that it ain't worth it, man. So if that's the route you want to go, and I go, that's really the route you want to go, rather than just letting me walk in there. And he goes, no.
Dang.
What am I to do at that point?
Bricks and Minifigs knows that this family, especially with the father's health, doesn't have the resources to take them to court, and almost mockingly, they've since flooded all of their social media with tons of pictures of Star Wars Legos. At this point, it seems like they're just rubbing it in this family's face that they stole the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection in the world, and they got away with it.
Everybody is absolutely baffled. How the hell can a corporation get away with doing this?
Right?
Yeah.
And why are the cops not helping?
But luckily for Brian, a YouTuber ended up catching wind of this story and created a team of YouTubers to do whatever they could to get Brian his Legos back.
This is the full inventory of all the sets.
Hey,
and
Black
minifigs.
Dragon.
We can
How's
figure
it
out how to
going?
get this guy his money and his stuff back.
But right after they started, they instantly stopped working on this case.
Yeah, this
So,
is what I
called one
meant
of them
to
find out
play
why.
for us a couple of weeks ago.
So they were threatening
So I've-
legal action against us. You know, Brick
So I've compiled all the updates into one gigantic video for us today.
Minifigs, which is a pretty big company, who probably has way more resources than we can, you know, really put up a fight against.
Bricks and Minifigs knows that they can just bully anyone that tries to expose them with frivolous lawsuits. And this left Brian feeling pretty hopeless.
It eats me alive. I've been...
I think
had
I think it's crazy. Like, if I had a Lego set that was worth 200,000, like, I don't think I would leave that in someone else's hands. I get that this bricks and minifigs is like the go-to place to get more money for your collection. I imagine that's the reason people do it, is to get top dollar. But I think I would just take the risk and get what I can make myself off of it than trust a random person. You know, granted, this situation is not the norm. There's a lot of corruption in this situation. But still, my trust issues would not allow this. Like, it would not, this situation would not have even happened because my trust issues would never have allowed the Lego set to exit my property, you know? Yes, to please the Lego scalpers and collectors, right? Yeah. Yeah.
terrible anxiety attacks over it, got put on medication. I just kind of was like, okay, I just have to let these freaking things go right now. Because it didn't seem like I have any path to go, you know?
Well, I guess now it's time for me to get involved. So immediately I went to my car, picked up some friends, and started driving 16 hours to this Bricks and Minifigs store. And I will do literally whatever it takes. Even if I have to take down the entire police force, I will stop at nothing until this family gets their entire Lego Star Wars collection back. And now 16
How
hours
long
later,
was- yeah, I was gonna
finally
say,
pulling
how
up to the
long
Bricks
was
and
this
Minifigs
drive?
store. So I started a pair of spy camera
lot of
glasses
fast
that's
forward.
I'm gonna use to film this.
Oh,
And honestly,
I should buy spy camera. You know the videos we could do with some spy glasses. And this isn't the first time I've thought about it. A couple of years ago, I was like, how could I do videos outside and be what's the word, inconspicuous about it? Because when I do like the Costco videos, everyone knows because I have like my camera on a tripod and I am so fucking obvious. But if we had some spy glasses, I'd just, I wear shades all the time anyway, so no one would ever know a difference. Yeah. Oh, I'll be pissed if my children pulled this shit on my Hugh. Right? Like, did the dad agree to this? I know he said that the dad had health issues, but oh, his dad is dead. Okay, so those health issues got bad then. Yeah, okay. Okay. The way he's talking about his dad right now, dad sounds alive, you know, just not well, but he sounds alive in this particular video. Lucky. Oh, I got 350 Transformers figures. Lucky a lot of them are not old enough to make money. Nice, nice. They can make money when you really need the money, right? Yeah. Because I know for me, any of my collection, well, one, I'm a collector. I'm not a seller. Like, I buy to keep for myself. But if something came about and I needed to sell any of my collection of anything, then I would hope that I wouldn't need to do it until I was retired and had no other means of money anyway. Like, it was the only way to make money. Yeah. Because I get sad. I get sad if I'm gonna lose. Like, you know how sad I've gotten when I've thought about like the day WoW servers maybe collapse, and I'm thinking about like 21 years of collecting in that game, and that's not even physical, that's just digital. So when it comes to physical, you know, like if I ever had to sell one of those fucking statues, oh, I would, it wouldn't happen. It's something real bad would have to happen. Like, no way those are going anywhere. Maybe he is still alive, just sick and in a hospital. That's how it sounds. He sounds like his dad is in bad shape, but sounds alive. I think it was supposed for him to sell the collection to pay his hospital bills. Yeah, for sure.
Kind of just want to hear Bricks and Minifigs side of the story.
Hi, how's it going?
What a collection, though. Like, that's a down payment on a fucking house right there. 200K in Lego? like, I love Lego too, but 200K? That is a lot of fucking money for a Lego set. Yeah. But he's got good ones. He's got like so much Star Wars, and we all know Star Wars sells like crazy. You know, that's been fandom since the 70s. So yeah. Right?
Yourself.
It's pretty good. So basically my friend said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think, and he told me to come here and see if I could pick them up.
Who's your friend?
I think they're Brian's Legos. It's like a big like Star Wars collection set, I think.
You could go ahead and leave now.
Really?
So you could go ahead and leave now, or I will call the police for harassment.
Well, I'm not harassing you.
No, you are. Hi.
I think two things with this. One, the obvious, the girl is hiding something. But two, some rando just comes in the shop and asks for you to hand over a Lego set. I think anyone's gonna be no, right? Like, no. I understand that aspect because you don't know who this person is, right? But then the instant get out of the store, that's a little too far. At that point, you're hiding something. Yeah.
Hi, you want to watch the cameras? I'm being harassed. Watch the cameras. I am being harassed.
Right? Like, he's been in the
Literally,
store,
all
what,
I
a
did
minute?
was just bring up that my friend has some Legos in their store, and the manager started freaking out on me. but I wasn't gonna leave the store without hearing her side of
Right?
the story.
She's already on the
Before
phone with
showing
the
up,
cops.
I printed out a copy of the contract the store made with Brian, saying that all of these Lego sets will remain his until sold. Because I have a contract, legal reason to be here, legally this does not count as harassment. Instead, the manager should be checking the store's
this is from
inventory to see if these
2019?
sets are still in
This
their
is
store.
a long,
Still all of the Lego
long
sets you guys still have.
investigation. I thought this was like brand fucking
You can
new.
go ahead and leave, and I'm going to ask you one more time. This is the last time. I do not
Cool.
want that.
I guess that does make
I
sense.
transfer-
Because this guy all of a sudden had bam, bam, bam videos on this. So I thought everything was rolling out pretty fast. So I guess the timestamps are making sense now.
A long time just to get her to look at this contract. But finally, she gave me an answer of why she can't help me.
He's been supposed to be getting a hold of corporate.
Basically, what the manager's saying is that if someone did steal the Legos, it wasn't her, it was corporate. But little does the manager know, I already did this. Yep, I literally went to the corporate bricks and minifigs
2023.
headquarters.
Okay.
How's it going?
And this was corporate side of
We
the story.
just bumped
You have
up
to talk
4
to the
years.
store owner. Yeah, like they're all locally owned and operated. We can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them. That doesn't involve us.
So I showed the manager what corporate bricks and minifigs said.
When corporate tells me this, I'm supposed to come back to the store, right? And so it kind of seems like you're going against what corporate's saying.
She's ignoring you.
Oh, well, this is what corporate told us.
I'm
Not
happy
that,
that's what corporate told you. For the last time, I'm asking you to leave the store.
can you give me a reason to leave, I guess?
Have you guys heard me ask him several times?
I don't know about you guys, but to me, it kind of seems like the only reason she's asking me to leave the store is to cover up this $200,000 theft.
You need to leave. How many times have you been asked to leave?
Was there a reason you're asking me to leave?
You need to leave. I've asked you to leave. You need to leave. You need to. I've asked you how many times to leave.
I don't think there's anything wrong
Eventually,
with
the owner of the store called
asking
in
why.
and asked if he could talk to me.
Are you the owner of the bricks and minifig store?
Yeah, why? What you got?
So basically, I just wanted to get some of the Legos back that you guys still have. I think I'm looking for the the clone turbo tank.
Why do you think you would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, at least I confirmed the Legos are still here. The only thing is the owner's claiming that he's the owner of these Lego sets. I mean, it's pretty stupid of him to say that, considering I'm literally holding a copy of a contract he made with the store that said that this Lego Star Wars collection is not the store's property. It's the family's property. The contract makes all of this very clear, so I want to give him one more chance to answer a little bit better.
Well, I just want to get it back to my friend. He said he couldn't get it back, so I was just wondering if I could just come pick him up. Because you guys still have him, right?
Bro, why do you think your friend would be entitled to our inventory?
Well, it's his. He owns the Legos.
Huh? He doesn't own the Legos.
Well, yeah, we have a contract. He does own them.
No, bro, are you an idiot? Are you stupid?
Josh, the police are showing up right now.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, at least the police
Okay,
are here
so
now,
hold
so
up,
once
hold
I show
up. So when you bring your collection into one of these stores, do you get no money whatsoever until they sell it? Do they not act like a pawn shop in a way? Where they would kind of own it because they paid you for your collection? Or do you wait until it sells? Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with this shit, but I know how a pawn shop works, and this looks like a pawn shop. So, I imagine you'd get a lot better money than at a pawn shop, but you know, point is, if it did work that way and they get money for it, and then you know these guys sell it, then they kind of do own it at that point if they paid out the owner, right? Because a contract, more or less, at the very least, both kind of have a 50-50 ownership now because it is sitting in the store. So I guess it depends what this contract says.
the contract we're in with the store, we can finally get the Legos back.
Basically, we have I think it's like $200,000 worth of Lego sets.
Yes.
That we just have them in the store and we just like to pick them up, I guess, because they were gonna sell it for us, but I guess they're not selling it for us anymore.
But does it sound like they want you here, right? So they.
Well, but they have our sets though, yeah.
I understand that. But right here, the factor is that they don't want you. They're a private owned store, and they don't want you on the front. Okay.
But I don't want them to keep the Lego sets though.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
The police officer literally didn't care at all that the store just stole $200,000 worth of Legos. For some reason, he made it seem like I was the bad guy.
They're treating it like a domestic disturbance.
So you are trespass from here. So
Okay.
Trespass for life. So if you come back.
Oh, for life?
Yeah. If you come
Wow.
back, you
That's
should be
hefty.
arrested, okay.
Oh, so how do I get the Legos back then if I can't go in the store?
Okay, we talked about that. Do you understand the trespass portion? If you come back, you will be arrested. Okay.
So.
Okay. Again, Rob, if you come back, we're in the car, and we're gonna arrest you.
Brian did warn me that the police are actively trying to cover this up. So Brian and I are now officially trespassed from the store. And if we ever come back to ask for his own Lego collection back, then we're gonna be arrested.
Is there, I guess, a reason why they're able to just take all the Legos and not give it back, or?
So, you just gotta leave.
I just have to leave?
So, leave now.
Okay.
Dodging the
I'm not allowed to be in
question,
the parking lot?
buddy.
No, so this is all private property.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
We've been filming for 10
Tarnish
minutes. and I'm
their
already
name.
trespassed
That's
from
what I
Bricks
would
and
do.
Minifigs, which is like
I'd
the
go
whole
online and
location of
tarnish
the video.
them.
So how do I film a video at Bricks and Minifigs now if I can't even legally go back there? So, to continue the video without getting arrested, I went back to Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices. And the Bricks and Minifigs CEO, the guy who runs the entire company, Ammon McNeff, he personally came out to talk to us.
So what's going on?
So you guys are holding some of our Legos?
No, we're not.
You're not?
No.
Is that a lie?
You don't even know who they are.
That's a lie. You did take the Legos.
No. So we have our attorneys have visited. Like again. So who's
Brian Mansell.
Okay, and who is that?
He's a guy who had he had like $200,000 worth of Legos in your guys' store.
Nope. Never happened. No,
I mean, it did happen. Yeah, it does happen.
No, we did not.
Yeah, because his Legos were in the store and you guys took them. I know you think lying to us right now is kind of like helping you out.
I'm not lying to you. No.
Well, look, we both know you're lying, but...
No, we don't know that.
So I showed him some social media posts his own company made that are still up that claims that these are Brian Mansell's Lego sets. And these Lego sets that they're still holding on to are worth $200,000. But all of these claims are from his own company. We just caught the CEO of the entire company red-handed in a lie. Yeah, it's crazy to me that even the CEO is in on this cover-up. But anyways, now that we just caught the CEO in this lie, I wanted to let him know that it's going to be much easier if he just gives us the Legos back now.
If you just want to give it back now, it's going to be a lot easier for you guys, you know? I think you guys would prefer the easy way. The hard way, I don't think you guys are really going to like it.
The easy way or the hard way?
If you come back here, we will call the cops. If you don't leave right now, I will call the cops.
So you don't want to do the easy way?
So you're threatening me. What you are doing right now is illegal. It's an extortion.
So catching you guys in illegal activity, that's illegal on me.
Okay, you've been asked to leave. Please leave.
And with that, Bricks and Minifigs has made their decision. I presented them very politely with the easy way, and they said, heck no. Well, they've only left me one other option, which is the
hard way.
But now it's pretty much the super hard way because the police are protecting them. If I ever go back to the store, I'm getting arrested.
If you come back, you will
Get someone else going.
Okay? You understand that?
So we all regrouped together to rewatch the footage I've gotten so far. And there was one thing the manager said that might be a way forward for us.
I have not heard anything from the owners.
Oh.
So you need to leave.
Can I talk to the owners then, or?
You go ahead and call the owners.
Do you have their number?
I'm not giving it to you.
Why won't you give it to me?
That's so stupid. Contact the owners, but you won't give the
Well, you
number.
have all the
owners,
information
then.
right there, right?
I have the Lego sets you guys have, but I don't have the owner's number. No. So yeah, if you give me if that's what you want me to do, then you could give me the number.
Right.
And
Plus, isn't it new owners now?
Basically, she's
Because at
putting
the
all of the
beginning
blame on
there-
the owner of the store, which is good to find out. The only problem is she's not giving me the owner's number.
Yeah, if you could give me a number and we could call
I'm not
him.
giving you anything except for calling.
25 cents? What was for
You told me to call
25
the
cents?
owners, right?
You're absolutely right, but I've asked you how many times to leave the store.
But you have his number? Or?
No, I don't have any of their numbers.
Dang.
That's why I was like, corporate keeps telling me to contact the owners of the store, but with no contact info. So I try to contact the store, and the store hangs up on me and says I'm harassing them.
The manager is really trying to protect the store owner from getting in trouble. So if she's not going to give me his number, I'm just going to have to find it a different way. When she hands me the phone, we might be able to see his name and number. Josh Lego. Well, we found out the owner's name is Josh.
Right?
However,
I
the
don't
number was
think
way
the
too
last
blurry on
name
the spy
is
glasses.
right.
No, it's so blurry. So I checked the store's Instagram to see if it follows anyone named Josh, which it doesn't. So I checked their business records,
That's
but
pretty
everything got
basic
scrubbed.
name.
This owner is really going to any length he can to stay fully anonymous. After watching the footage over and over, my final conclusion is, yeah, the manager sucks. But she's not really the mastermind of this whole thing. She's just protecting the mastermind of this whole thing because she's brainwashed. But luckily for me, through my YouTube career, I've infiltrated tons of cults and I've personally experienced some of the most intense and crazy brainwashing in the
This
entire
is the
world.
first time
Basically, what I'm
I've
trying
heard
to
of
say
this
is
guy.
I'm pretty sure that I could brainwash one of these bricks and minifigs employees way harder than any corporate offices could. And yes, that's the plan. Brainwash the bricks and minifigs employees to be on my side. Yeah, I'm starting a Lego cult. I mean, a true cult would never actually call themselves a cult. They always disguise themselves as something else. So yes, I'm actually just starting a regular old Lego club. Yep, that's what we're calling it. My friend Victor is going to be the cult recruiter. I dressed him up to look like a famous YouTuber so he would look powerful, and the employees here will have to listen to him.
My name's Victor. We're going to Bricks and Minifigs.
Hold up. How do you dress someone up to look like a YouTuber? Like, as a YouTuber myself, we just dress as we would. Like, what the fuck? You just dress normal. That's the joy of being a YouTuber, is you can be yourself. Call it the Republic Party. Yep.
Let's go. All right, guys, we are heading into the store right now.
He was doing amazing, but we had to make sure that...
I will say, I haven't even seen a Lego since I was like 10 or something. I had Legos as a kid, and that's as far as it went. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Closest to Lego I've seen is, well, I do buy the Lego games, but yeah.
These employees know that Victor is the real deal.
Dude, that's crazy. Dang, let's...
Although we have a Lego store over here, it is huge, and there is some massive stuff in that Lego store, like, yeah. It's like castles and yeah. The last time I went in, there was something that struck my eye. It was like this big castle type. I think it was like the Hogwarts castle or something. And it was like $1,200. It was a lot of fucking money.
Yo, we got a fan over here. 1, 2, 3. Toys for everyone. Yeah. Real quick pic. Hey, I'll send you that clip later, all right?
You can? Yeah.
So far, everything we had set up was working perfectly. But now, we have to come up with some type of way to get one of these employees out of the store so we can brainwash them.
Hey, what's going on? So we're filming a quick video. Maybe you and her want to do like some kind of challenge for like $100.
I mean, sure, I'm down for that. I don't put her.
What's happening right now? Do they believe it?
Depends what the challenge is, right? $100 is nothing.
2, 1. Yellow! Go, 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 go!
And these employees started their YouTube challenge. And yeah, I'm just gonna fast forward to this part. I'm not gonna torture you guys with all this. All you really need to know is that this girl ended up winning.
High five, sweet. So now I'm gonna call my producer. It's going right now.
How's it going?
We have the winner right over here.
We're partnering with the local Lego club, and we're gonna kind of do like an award ceremony. Like the Lego club wants to host the award ceremony for you. So, yeah.
Award ceremony.
And just like that, she's in. So we traveled deep into the woods and waited for this employee to show up.
Oh, I bet, because all the drama videos that seem to catch my eye, they're always Lego and Pokemon. Yeah, Lego is always about people trying to rip people off, and Pokemon is all about people not being able, well, kids not being able to get their Pokemon cards because the scalpers are fighting over them. Like, yeah, you remember when it was like the drama would just be that you couldn't get them because the scalpers would be in there. Now there's like legit fights that go on. Like people are punching the fuck out of people to get their hands on all the Pokemon sets. like, and it's always the same people. Like it's crazy. It's like a full out brawl for this shit. Yeah. Which is sad because this started as kid stuff,
our new cult member has arrived.
You're the Lego Queen!
Yes, she's the Lego Queen!
Before you can brainwash someone, they have to be open to it. And most cults achieve this by making the new recruit seem like the most special person in the entire world.
Official best employee of Bricks and Minifigs.
The winner goes to Caledonia!
Lego Queen! 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 Lego Queen!
Another thing I've personally seen a lot of cults do is they instantly give new recruits power. If people feel powerful, they're less likely to think that they're the ones that are being manipulated.
Hold up. This says 2008. What the fuck? How old is this?
So, we gotta give this girl some power.
You give me power?
Yes. Yeah, we're giving you power. You're the most powerful.
Queen says, jump. I feel like I can do anything I want. Step on the Lego griffin.
Oh my god! Oh my god.
I am in the cult of mist. I am good at reeling you guys into this.
Lastly,
cult.
all cults do group rituals to make you feel like one with the group. So now we have to become one with this Bricks and Minifigs employee.
Brick by brick, 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 brick by.
And now the employee is fully brainwashed. Okay, maybe not fully brainwashed, but we definitely did a much better job at brainwashing her than corporate Bricks and Minifigs did. So hopefully now I'm finally safe to bring up these Star Wars Lego sets.
We heard something about like some Star Wars sets.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about that or?
I know some of it. They were gonna reimburse him for everything, and then I think they did, and he's still upset about everything, which I get.
They reimbursed him for everything?
Yeah, we don't have any of his stuff on the shelves.
Really?
Yeah, we don't have any of it.
But just like every other cult member out there, these employees have been told a lie and are now willing to pretty much die to defend this lie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, I don't buy that they reimbursed the guy. Like, no. He wouldn't go through all this effort to get his Lego collection money. Yeah. There's no way.
Oh, she's been brainwashed even harder by our cult, and our cult is now going to give her the freedom to finally be able to think logically about this situation.
So we think they've been lying to you. So these were all the sets in the store, and they're all metadata timestamped.
Wait, we do have these ones.
Yeah, those are all his.
No, some of them I think we do still have.
Yeah, I know you guys do. You showed me one of them when I asked.
Did I?
Yeah.
Wait. I thought the cops called on you?
Yeah, all I did was.
Oh my god. You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Dang.
How do we get them arrested?
Now that we have a Bricks and Minifigs employee on our side, it's time to finally complete our mission and get Josh, the owner's number.
Wait, but you have like their numbers and stuff, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, did he give you Josh's number? Can I take a picture of it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Well, now that I have the owner's number, it's time to give him a call.
Hello, this is Josh.
Hello. I'm just calling to get my Legos back. I think they told me to talk to you about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what Legos?
I think it's the Star Wars set. I have a list. I can kind of pull it up. I was just wondering, like, how we can get them back. Should I, like, if I get your okay, I can just walk in the store and...
I don't know what Legos you're talking about, dude. What are you talking about?
I think one of them's called, like, the Super Trooper set. I think we got, what else is there?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Good movie.
Keep going.
You don't?
Since Josh was pretending to not remember any of the Star Wars sets that make up half of his store's inventory, I decided to send him over a picture of the contract his store is in.
What contract is it? I didn't sign a contract. I didn't sign that agreement. I didn't agree to anything in that.
And now I finally understand the legal loophole that Josh is using to get away with this. And it's probably the stupidest loophole I've ever heard in my entire life. Josh is claiming that it's not his name on the contract, it's the previous owner's, which makes no sense because in the security camera footage, he tells the previous owner that he's going to be the one taking over the contract now.
He's taking on the business. He takes on all that consignment liability.
I guess this is some sort of just contract loophole he's trying to use to steal the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection.
In order for me to be under contract, I have to sign something.
Or you had to take it over from the previous owner, right?
Nope, that's not how the law works.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
So
If that's how the law works, then sue me for it.
you don't just want to give the Legos back? Like...
Sue me! Let's go to court! I'm calling the police right now, and you guys are going to be arrested for harassment.
Or do you feel threatened right now?
Yeah.
I was surprised at how much the owner wanted us to sue him. He wants this because Brian already tried to sue him, and it
Yeah, I was
didn't
gonna
work.
say.
I've been to.
I was gonna say, someone that says it like that, they know they'll win. Yeah. Yeah. Because you don't egg people on like that. People will sue you. But if you know you're gonna win, it's easy to say, sue me. Yeah. Hey, system, how's it going?
A couple attorneys, and they basically spelled it out saying, here's the path that's going to happen if you go down each of these routes. They're now in Spain, so we're getting into that whole international thing just to have them an injunction on the store to have them go back and prove what they sold and not. That's like $60,000 to $70,000.
Yeah, Bricks and Minifigs knows that Brian and his dad don't have nearly enough resources to sue a company as big as Bricks and Minifigs.
He's like, we're gonna keep these. You're gonna walk away from this. You're not coming back. And if you choose to sue us, we will drag this out in court till it is well past what this collection is worth.
So let's lay out the puzzle pieces really quick. If Brian and his dad sue Bricks and Minifigs, it's gonna ruin their lives. And by the way, this Bricks and Minifigs company has been treating this family. I only think it's fair if they're the ones that get their lives ruined. In order to make things right, it looks like we gotta do this. Now Bricks and Minifigs has their life ruined, and you can see Brian and us, we are the ones now doing the illegal activity. So I told my group the plan. We have to do something illegal.
I thought you said you didn't want to do anything illegal.
Right.
Well, but the thing is, they're getting screwed because of it, because they would have to upfront the cost, and then if they take us to court, then
Oh, yeah, okay, I'm down, I'm down for the illegal stuff.
And the group is in. So now it's time to do an illegal business move against Bricks and Minifigs. Let's just hope that they take the bait and sue us. What I was thinking is, what's the easiest way to get them to sue us? We steal their name.
That's good. Oh, man.
Perfect. First, I went to Google Maps and took a screenshot of the sign outside their store. I got rid of their tagline because it's boring, and I changed it to "We steal from old people." And now the tagline's actually accurate. Also added a cute little company logo. And this is my plan of how I'm gonna make it into court with Bricks and Minifigs for free. Once we're in court, we can finally hold Bricks and Minifigs accountable for stealing the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection. And of course, they're also gonna try and get me in trouble, but this is where I'm gonna make my grand reveal. You see, this entire time, my company name was actually called We Steal From Old People. Yeah, the words bricks and minifigs, that's just the company tagline. In America, there's no specific law that says whether the tagline has to be above or beneath the company name, so I'm just allowed to do this. So people are just assuming that the name is bricks and minifigs, when that's really just the tagline of our company, and our company name is actually We Steal From Old People.
Yeah.
And now, because I'm actually not stealing their name,
Can you imagine? You're the one that's approving the business license, right? And you see this person naming their company We Steal From Old People. Like I would love to see the face on the person that's about to stamp approval on that. Oh, it's so funny.
it's gonna be so easy for me to win this court case, and Brian's gonna get his entire Star Wars Lego collection back. All while Bricks and Minifigs pays for all the legal fees. So I registered We Steal From Old People as an official Oregon company. And now that my company's legally approved, I made a website, and you can visit us at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. You can help support us by buying some of our We Steal From Old People merch, or give us a call. But as you can see, we have great reviews. And so now to promote this website, I'm going to put my company...
I don't know if you'd want to be walking down the street, though, with that. Like, a part of me wants to buy one because the cute little guy stealing, the robber... but do I want to wear a shirt out in public that says We Steal From Old People? No. And I don't think so. But if it just had the robber on it, then that would probably be easy money out of my pocket there, but
logo directly over top of the Bricks and Minifigs company logo. So I asked ChatGPT what the dimensions of this billboard is. Sick. I'm making my logo with the exact same dimensions.
Yes, dude! Oh my god! It looks exactly the same.
This is where we started to realize we are taking this way further than just a bad business practice. I'm pretty sure putting my logo over their logo is actually criminally illegal.
Yeah.
Luckily for us, though, if we go back to the beginning of the video, Bricks and Minifigs actually gave us a solution of how any company pretty much can get away with this.
You have to talk to the store owner. Yeah, like they're all locally owned and operated, and we can't do anything with it here. Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your thing with them.
So basically, if you put all the blame on your lower franchises, you're safe. So I registered 5 franchises under my We Steal From Old People company. Who wants to be the owner of the first company?
Ooh, I want to be an owner.
Congratulations, you're a franchise owner!
If you choose to put a bunch of banners on their store, I can't get in trouble for anything. Yeah, every one of my friends is now a legal franchise owner of We Steal From Old People.
What the fuck? Was that one guy smoking a joint? Oh, God.
Each of my franchise owners is allowed to make their own decisions of how they want to run the company. And what they've decided is that they're getting 2 pumpkins, and they're going to use these pumpkins to support this tarp, and they're going to climb up the Bricks and Minifigs building, and they're going to hang our logo over top of their logo. And I basically just sit down here and, have my franchise owner do everything for me. And we did it. And the sign is way too small. What the heck, ChatGPT? Yeah, I just calculated the size. So sorry, guys. It'll work for now. So we're still going on with the plan. 2, 1, let's go. We're setting up a Bricks and Minifigs We Steal From Old People company booth right outside of their entrance. If anyone wants to walk into the Bricks and Minifigs store, they have to get through me and my merch. I have all of the court papers already filled out if they want to sue me. Hopefully they take the bait. What up? You want to buy some merch?
Yeah. What's this?
Yeah, we also got some We Steal From People barf bags because honestly what they're doing in this store is so gross, it's probably going to make all the customers throw up.
Do you have an XL? I think large.
Well, we stopped a customer from going into Bricks and Minifigs, and he left with our merch. It was going pretty good, and I was stopping a lot of customers from entering the actual Bricks and Minifigs store. Cut? Okay. I might just be out here all day. This is going very well. It was almost going too well. It's basically the end of the day now. They haven't really seen me because these windows are tinted, I guess. In order to get the store's attention, my friend Jay is going to walk into the store just pretending to be a normal customer and ask what's going on.
Is this the main store or is it the one that's out front? Yeah, no. I'm saying like the counters, there's two. There's one here and then one outside.
No, there's a guy who's selling stuff out front. I don't know what he's selling.
Wait, what?
Hello, you want to buy a shirt? What?
You want to buy a shirt?
If you want to buy one, I can give you 50% off if you want.
No, you cannot be out here doing this.
Why not?
Were you the guy that was just trespassed out of here? The guy that was out there, it was the guy that we just trespassed.
What was it?
Yes.
She's calling the cops right now.
Uh-oh, the police are here. This is a problem. The police told me yesterday that if I ever come back to this store in my lifetime, I'm getting arrested.
If you come back, you will be arrested.
Bolt it.
You understand that?
Uh-huh. And as you can see,
Just
they
leave
still
the
haven't
merch.
sued me. I can't just give up on the plan before being sued. So I did a switcheroo with this guy. He's wearing my exact same clothes and his legal name is also Ben. And once the police find out that they caught the wrong
Poor
Ben,
guy's gonna
I'm
get
be
busted.
super far away.
Oh, it's so cold.
Okay, I couldn't get that far away. The water was freezing, but I think I got far away enough at least. But anyways, back to the store. The police instantly tried removing our booth because us stealing their name is very illegal. But if we want to get away with this crime, all we have to do is copy Bricks and Minifigs. We have to put all of the blame on an anonymous corporate person, and then when they ask who corporate is, we just don't tell them.
Police wanted to speak to corporate.
Oh, hello, this is corporate. We steal from old people. How's it going? Well, the corporation is called We Steal from Old People. And our tagline is Bricks and Minifigs. We're a legitimate business, so yeah. What?
Who am I talking to?
This is corporate.
I know it's corporate, but who are you, corporate?
Corporate, we steal from old people.
No, I know who you are. I mean, who are you as a person?
Oh, I'm just the owner that runs it.
Who am I talking here?
This is the owner of We Steal from Old People. It kind of seems like a civil matter, doesn't it? Like, we have the plaintiff's claim if they want to...
Here's the situation. Do you really want to get go round and around?
And now, Bricks and Minifigs finally gets a taste of their own medicine. They're now in a situation the police can't help them with. The only way this will ever end is if they sue us. So I went back to the Bricks and Minifigs corporate offices to see if the CEO of this company would sue me.
Going about things the way that you continue to do this is not the right way.
Uh-huh.
Do you understand that?
So what's the right way then?
Do you understand
Yeah.
that like the harassment style that you have conducted and bragging to people that you've vandalized the store and done other things along those lines? That's not the right way of doing
Well,
it.
I never vandalized the store.
Yeah, I was
like,
gonna say, I
People
didn't
have
see
told
any
us that you have.
of that.
I mean, whatever like my like franchises do like underneath me, I guess that's like I can't really control them. I'm just corporate, I guess.
Are you a registered
Just
franchise?
Yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
have CDs and everything else?
Yeah, yeah.
What states are you
I'll have
registered
to start
Uh,
using that
Oregon?
one with
You're a
my
registered
business.
franchise, so
Yeah, I'm actually a franchise owner of the franchise too.
Oh, you
The
want
CEO
what?
of this company
Oh, I'm
knows
just
pretty much
corporate.
better than anyone that he can't get us in
Can't help
trouble
ya.
for what we're doing because we can always just keep passing the blame onto our lower franchises. We're just doing the exact same thing he's doing.
Brick by brick, brick by brick.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like a legal organization. We have like legal franchises and everything. It's 100% by the books, and yeah.
Okay. I get what you're doing. I appreciate that you think you're being very clever and that you think that you can do all sorts of fun stuff this way, but it's like you have no business being here. So,
Well, we do have business. We have like you guys have a bunch of our Legos.
Well, if Bricks and Minifigs is not going to sue me, then I guess we have to settle this outside of court, which is going to be hard because right now, Bricks and Minifigs has somehow convinced the police that they aren't criminals, they just participated in a bad business deal. I mean, Josh has literally already exposed their entire plan to me of how they're planning on getting away with this.
I feel bad for him. That agreement is not criminal. That agreement is now civil. So it's a civil matter, it's not criminal. And I have extensive legal knowledge.
Yeah, basically a civil crime is just the legal way of saying a business deal gone bad, which, if this truly was just a business deal gone wrong, you would have to settle this through the court. The police aren't able to do anything. We have the police to solve criminal crimes, such as stealing from a lot.
Yep, kind of like how I was comparing it to a domestic disturbance earlier. Same shit. Yeah, it's, they're treating it like you left your wife and your Lego collection is in the house. Like that's exactly how it's being treated. Yeah.
That's a criminal crime that the police would have to investigate. So, here's the plan. What if we do a lottery? Yes. First, Brian donates one of his sets to a lottery, someone wins the lottery, and then if Bricks and Minifigs keeps the prize for themselves instead of giving it to the winner, they have now just stolen from a lottery. Now it's not a business deal gone bad. They're actually interfering with a state-regulated lottery scheme, which is now a criminal offense that the police would have to investigate.
That's a good idea.
That's interesting. It turns out this is completely legal for us to do. You still own the Legos, correct?
Technically, we own all of those.
Yeah.
So it would be legal for you to auction your Legos off, right? If you still are the owners, right?
Yeah.
To make sure everything was legally legit, I registered for a gambling license, which, yeah, it actually takes a long time to get one of these, which sucks. But on the DOJ website, it says that if you're a nonprofit or a religion, you actually don't need a license.
The only problem with this next plan that I see is, like, I get that he has kind of no choice, right? They're holding the Lego set hostage. But auctions exist for one reason only, and that is to get things cheaper than you normally would. Literally, that's an auction, you know? So I get that it's like, get whatever we can out of this now type thing, but I would still try to just get it back, you know? Yeah, I don't know if I'd settle for auction this fast. Yeah.
It'd be cool to use my new We Steal From Old People company, but I already made my first $1 when I was selling stuff outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And then I used that money to buy food from a robot. But luckily for me, I'm already the leader of a religion called Scientology Sucks, officially approved in California, which is another problem. I guess technically I need it registered in Oregon for this to work. So I registered for an Oregon PO box, which costs $35. I used it for this new Oregon Scientology stuff. I mean, corporation. Okay, I'm pretty sure I lost everyone, but all you need to know is that I put a lot of work into making sure that this is a legal, legit raffle. That means that if Bricks and Minifigs decide to steal from this raffle, they have now committed a criminal crime, which the police are required to investigate.
What's happening now? Hey, was that a Lego?
I want everyone's attention.
Lego
We're doing
thing?
a Lego raffle. This Lego set is worth $1,000.
Pretty much instantly, we were a hit, and everyone wanted to win this Lego set. But there's a problem. Under ORS 167.117, each participant must pay something of value in order for this to be considered an official lottery. We're about to charge lots of people money just to maybe be the next victim of Bricks and Minifigs. But we have to charge them money, and if we don't, then it'll actually disqualify our lottery, and the plan we came up with to get the Legos back won't work. But then we realized, wait, we're filming this entire event. We can just give each person $1 as their appearance release fee.
$1 for being on camera, there you go.
So now when they buy a $1 ticket, the transaction cancels out, and each person lost $0.
You get
$1 for being on camera, and then the raffle is $1 though, so you just pay $1 for the raffle. Okay, awesome. So here's your ticket. So what's your business? What's our business? Yeah. We're with the Church of Scientology Sucks.
Finally, it was time to pick our winner.
We are about to see who the winner is right now. We have the winning ticket right here. 5, 3, 3, 9, 7, 7.
Is that mine?
Who won? Yeah, are you the winner?
Well, this family legally won this prize, so now if Bricks and Minifigs doesn't give it to them, they're committing a criminal crime, which could land them in jail.
The Lego set is at a place called Bricks and Minifigs. It's like right down the street, and we can pick it up.
We drove to the store as fast as we could. We met up with the family and went inside to help them claim their prize.
I'm here to give these people their prize of a Stormtrooper speeder set.
Well, actually,
These people.
my sister. He won.
From who?
I'm conducting this raffle, and you guys have the prize here.
I don't know anything about that.
To inform Amanda of the business deal her store is in, we showed her all of the raffle paperwork and the family who won this Lego set.
I'm not giving out anything.
Like, I can't leave without it.
Yeah, you can. You can have a good day.
Amanda has just made it very clear. Instead of giving this family the Lego set they legally won, her company is going to steal it.
You're stealing $1,000 from a little girl.
Yep.
Right? You're stealing from a child. Come on, girl.
Stealing money from a kid, do you find that evil at all, or do you just, that's how you want the business to look?
Amanda now has to cover up this crime her store committed, so she thought the best way to do this was to kick everyone out of the store.
That guy is not supposed to be here. You have a good day.
Wait, she's not gonna give him a prize?
But good thing for us, this isn't a civil crime anymore. Amanda just stole from a lottery. Now that they have officially committed a criminal crime, it's time to get the police involved.
This company just stole the prize from our lottery. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Officers in
And now the police
That
are
was
here.
nice and
But
fast.
for some reason, I think they thought that I was the criminal.
Right? Probably why they got there so fast.
Is this typically how you treat victims if they get their prize stolen, or?
Do you have ID or anything on you?
No.
What's your date of birth?
12/30/1995. Did we commit a crime?
Really? Who doesn't carry ID on them?
The police were very confused on who the actual criminals
You don't
in this
have, like, your
situation were.
license?
So we explained everything to them.
I'm supposed to be getting this prize from here.
Okay.
And they're not going to give it to me?
But the police don't just have to take our word for it. I'm carrying all of the legal raffle paperwork, plus the Oregon law book that specifically states this is a criminal crime the police are required to investigate.
So we have all the paperwork here. Stealing from a DOJ-approved raffling scheme is a criminal offense which the police have to investigate.
Now that the police have seen the law, they actually agree that a crime has been committed. They're now finally going to do a police investigation on this Lego theft. The investigator started by taking some notes.
Selling stuff because they're thieves and stole stuff. It's a raffle?
Yes.
Okay. And we need to investigate some sort of raffle thievery.
Well, he started taking notes
Thievery.
until another police officer came and whispered in his ear. I don't know what he said to him,
he's
but whatever
whispering.
it was, it made them all completely change their attitudes.
And you're trespassing the property for life, okay? You come back, you're gonna go in handcuffs.
This guy's been paid off.
That's you? But we're just trying to claim our prize.
You guys have no right or have no connection to the store, you're not.
Well, yeah, we do. They stole a bunch of, like, they have our prize, so there's a connection.
That is a civil issue.
No, it's criminal. I got the...
Are you gonna listen to me?
This officer's trying as hard as he can to cover up this crime, but I wasn't gonna let him. But eventually, he said, if I don't let him cover up this crime, I'm getting arrested.
We really want to dive down this really deep. We're trying to get some outs. Okay, we're trying to work with you guys, give you some outs. We can start looking at you guys falsified a raffle. Whatever that raffle looks like.
Well, here's the thing is, it's not a falsified raffle. We have all the legal paperwork right here.
You don't have authority to give out a prize. We're just going to get to the point that we're not going to have these conversations. We're just going to put you in handcuffs, take it to you.
I was gonna say, like, I am totally on their side, of course. Like, get those Legos back for that guy. But I think there probably has to be a little more communication with the store if a raffle's gonna happen. And yeah, I don't think you can just walk into a store and be like, oh yeah, you have the prize to our raffle. Hand it over, you know? Like, yeah, I think there has to be a little more paperwork involved with that. But I am rooting for them to get the Lego set. Just as a business owner myself. Yeah, there's no way it would be that easy.
No. Okay. Well,
Yeah, I'm not gonna let the police just cover up this crime. I'm gonna get this Lego set to the rightful winner.
First off, we do have the authority to do this raffle, so we are
Are
legally
we done for the night?
No, it's actually required by you guys to investigate this. And it's not civil, it's criminal.
Just so we're talking.
Yeah, I don't understand why, like, why aren't they... That's why I say they must be paid off, because you should be investigating.
Officer Bevis explain to you kind of what's going to happen, what's going to be the next steps.
I think...
Nope. Yes or no?
No, I'm not understanding.
You don't understand? What part don't you?
Yeah, I was pretty confused on what they were going to arrest me for. I mean, the Fourth Amendment in our Constitution specifically states that the police can't arrest you if they don't have a reason. I keep asking them for a reason, but they can't tell me anything that I'm doing that's illegal.
Well, I don't think we broke the law.
That's your opinion. That part doesn't matter. Here, it's pretty black and white.
Because right now, you guys said the law we broke is the falsifying the raffle.
So let's do this. Let's just call it, and we'll just go from here, all right, guys? Just please.
So you guys are going to investigate?
We are trying to keep you guys out of handcuffs. We don't want to go that route. We actually, we seem like nice guys. We don't want that for you guys. But at a certain point, we can't keep doing this. All right, so we're good, guys. All right,
I don't think we're good. We're not good at all.
What? Pretty clear. You go on the property, you're going to get arrested.
When I came up with this plan,
they are
I was
kind
under the
of...
assumption that the police are supposed
They
to
could
follow
have
the
easily
law,
just arrested
but I
you
was
guys.
wrong.
Yeah, like they...
In Kaiser, Oregon, the police don't follow the law, and because of this...
I think they probably agree, but there's corruption in between there. Yeah. I think they're probably like in the middle.
Another family got scammed by bricks and minifigs. I felt pretty bad, so I just paid this family what this Lego set was worth myself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what happens in that situation?
Do we call the police officer? Like, what do you do when there's just corrupt police?
Should you go to the police department?
Just lost more money.
Should we go to the police department?
So we went to the police department to tell them that some of their police are corrupt. And then we realized we're literally just telling the police that they are corrupt. Of course, they're not going to do anything about it.
Right.
Yeah, they just sent us home.
You gotta go higher up.
But this is when we realized that this raffle might have actually accomplished something pretty big for us. Josh ended up giving me a call.
You guys keep coming to the stores. You park out front. You do fake raffles. You're threatening my business.
Josh seems pretty scared, and he should be. Eventually, I am going to end up solving all of the police corruption that's going on. And once that happens, Josh is no longer going to be in civil trouble. He's going to be in criminal trouble.
It wasn't a fake raffle. It was a real lottery scheme, according to Oregon state law. And it actually is a Class B felony, up to 10 years in prison and a $250,000 fine.
Yeah, the loophole he's been using this entire time, just hiding behind the fact that it's a civil case, isn't going to work for him much longer.
Well, let's not argue that. I don't want to. It's just better to just say, hey, you're not a thief. You know what I mean? Definitions of whether it's stolen or not, I don't think, no, anyways, it's not stolen. Why do we care about that? Well, who cares whether it was theft or not?
But for some reason, Josh still decided not to give the Legos back. I think he might just need one more push. Here's the plan. Take a picture of every single sign that's outside the Bricks and Minifigs store. And now I'm gonna redesign every single one to make them way better. For example, I changed turn at the light to turn and go home. In buy, sell, trade, I changed it to steal, sell, trade. And I'm printing all of them out to scale. And nope, I didn't use ChatGPT this time. This time I'm using a much better method, which is a tape measure. The exact dimensions of their actual sign that they have up right now. Now it's time to put our signs directly over top of their signs. But before we had time to do this, Josh gave me a call. He's still trying to convince me to sue him so he gets charged with a civil crime, not a criminal crime, which could land him in jail.
If you think it's illegal, why don't you sue me? It's a civil matter. Tell Brian to put his money where his mouth is. Let's go to court.
Okay, you want to do double or nothing?
What are you talking about? Are you stupid?
If you're wrong, you pay us double. If I'm wrong, I pay you double.
Bro, are you dumb? You're obviously a kid. You don't know how this works.
I think you're scared. Double or nothing, let's do it.
You're so dumb, bro.
I think you're scared.
Okay, I'm not scared.
Let's do double or nothing.
I'm not doing
If you lose, you pay us $400,000. You're scared. You're a chicken. I'm calling you out. You're scared. I'm calling you out. You're too scared. You're scared.
Right?
Do
you, a business owner, have that? Because a lot of YouTubers have way more.
Hey, let me talk.
Okay.
When Brian first came in, we identified anything that was on that list that would have been his that Amanda didn't sell, and we set it aside. And it's still sitting there. We're happy to give you your stuff back. I just don't want any more damage to the store.
I guess Josh has finally realized that whatever he's going through right now will literally never end for him unless he gives the Legos back.
I'm happy to give you the inventory. It's only bringing me harm because you guys are
did they win?
Trying to attack us.
Well, it looks like we won. Brian is finally getting his Legos back.
Wow. I didn't think that guy would ever give in.
We had in
yeah, dude, we had some really good ideas. Yeah. Well, what do we do for the next couple hours if it's raining?
Bowling.
Go bowling.
Let's go bowling.
We waited a few hours for Brian to get off work.
Man, I want to go bowling.
Hey, Brian's off work.
So we showed him our entire conversation with Josh.
So what can we do now to work with you guys to get the sets back?
Okay, this is what I need done. I need a written apology from Brian. I need all the negative comments taken off. I need positive reviews on there to make up for the damage. And then I'll give them back.
So you're holding my sets hostage.
Oh, you thought we were getting the Legos back already? We're not even halfway through the video yet. Yeah, so basically before Brian can get his Star Wars Lego collection back,
well, what
he has to write Bricks and
buddy?
Minifigs an apology letter for making this Facebook post. Bricks and Minifigs really doesn't like this Facebook post being up because in this Facebook post, Brian calls Bricks and Minifigs out for stealing his Lego Star Wars collection.
I knew it couldn't be that easy.
It's well, here's like where we're at, right? If you could just write the letter, like we can get the Legos back.
Well, I was just gonna say this isn't the only video I
want it back, and they've done nothing but
and for
lie
us
and make my
regarding
life a
this.
living
So some shit must go
I've gone
down.
through 9 months of anxiety, stress, hospital-ridden, medication-taking types of burden. No, I am not apologizing to this fucking asshole.
It sounds kind of crazy that Brian would be saying this, but I see where he's coming from. I've gotten to personally see a tiny bit of how this company bullying his family has just torn his entire life apart.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, it is not even about the Legos. Like, it is, but, you know, it's personal to him.
I just want to say thanks, guys. I have to go because I got a gnarly panic attack right now.
This is like
But at the same
5
time,
years at
if
this
Brian just writes this apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, he'll get all his Legos back.
I get it. You're asking me to swallow my pride and write this letter, and I get it.
But then Brian told us a bigger reason we shouldn't write this apology letter. Because Brian told us that this apology letter is really A trap. Yeah, this is Josh trying to trick us into giving him a get out of jail free card. What I mean by this is if Brian makes an apology letter to Bricks and Minifigs, then Bricks and Minifigs can now use this letter as written evidence in court that they're not the bad guys, Brian's the bad person. Brian told us that if we give them this get out of jail free card, then they have absolutely no reason to ever give the Legos back. I just want to say, if this is actually what Bricks and Minifigs' plan is, then that's insane. But I really wanted to find out if this is what their plan was.
Of course it is.
So I decided to tell Josh that Brian is going to send him an apology video.
He makes the apology, then we can get the Legos back like today or tomorrow, you think, or?
Yeah.
Just in case Bricks and Minifigs has evil intentions with this apology video, I wanted to give him something that they couldn't use in court. So I went back to the beginning of the video and took a screenshot of Brian's face and put it into this website. I also uploaded this video of Sheldon.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell.
And after just a little bit of deep faking, it now looks like this.
Hi, I'm Brian Mansell, and I apologize sincerely for accusing you guys of stealing my Legos. I was wrong, and you were right.
This is the ultimate test. Was Josh being sincere, or was this all just one big trick?
I want to give it back to him. That's the long and the short of it.
I'd just like to say, after seeing that clip, every video I've ever done has been me, okay? Just confirming, because that does prove how much we can fake shit online. Every video. Yep. Or else I would have been on stream way more. Because it would have taken less work.
We gotta win Amanda over, right?
Uh-huh.
Apologize to Amanda.
Okay. I guess Brian's just a little worried that you guys are just gonna keep postponing it until,
No. You're gonna get him. You're gonna get him. I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word.
Sure.
That's not who I am.
Uh-huh.
I promise you, I swear to God.
Yeah, why is he being so nice now, right?
Sorry, man. Sorry. We did a fake raffle.
So before we can get the Legos back, Josh made up one new thing I have to do. I have to apologize to Amanda for my raffle being fake, even though I put in a lot of effort to make sure my raffle was actually real. I don't know. It almost feels like another trap. The employee we brainwashed from before told us that the owners are coming up with schemes to try to get us arrested.
After you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Dang.
How do we get them arrested?
Maybe Josh is saying this to trick me.
I'd just like to say, like, that girl's, what, 16? And you got a boss calling up a 16-year-old? Asking her how they could get some other adults arrested? Like, yeah, that is so wrong. Yeah, I really hope that once this is all, like, said and done, they go after them for some of that shit as well, because, you know, no employee should be put in that situation, and especially not an employee that is a child.
Me into going back into the store so Amanda can call the police on me and have me arrested. But I had to find out for sure.
Do you give me permission to go into the store to apologize to her? To make peace?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Hi Amanda, how's it going? We came to make peace, and we
just
talked
totally
to Josh.
ignoring you.
He told us to come back and make peace with you. Is that okay?
It turns out I was right. This was a trap. Bricks and Minifigs doesn't care about giving us the Legos back. They just want to get us arrested.
There was a gentleman who was trespassed off the property maybe 4 or 5 days ago, and he's literally standing right in front of the store. Right here in the store in front of me.
We only have a very small amount of time before the police arrest us. So we decided to use this.
To be fair, why did he not think about that? Because a trespassing thing is between you and the police. Well, it is you, the police, and the store, but it's more you and the police, right? Yeah. Like, why didn't you send someone else in to get him?
It's time to see if we can finally convince Amanda to make peace with us.
Well, I guess before they get here, we just wanted to talk to you, like, civilly, if you would like to have a peace treaty with us.
Not in a harassing way, not in a very peaceful way.
Would that be okay with you?
But making peace with us did not seem like a priority for Amanda. Her priority was to get us arrested.
It's just a regular peace treaty, a one-page document. If you need to go over
A
it,
2-word document.
you know, you need to take your time.
They have like the people are trying to get me to sign. It literally just says peace treaty. I don't know who this other guy is. He's apparently a guy.
Oh, he's the treaty guy.
Friend or the treaty guy.
He has some kind of like treaty on a scroll.
Well, do we stick around for the cops or do we?
I wouldn't.
And so we waited for the police to show up.
Oh, really? Shit, they're so getting arrested.
And they never showed up.
I guess that's a good thing.
But I guess it makes sense. I mean, the last time the police showed up, I was fully prepared with the Oregon law book. The Oregon law scared the police so much that they had to run away. I think they're scared to come back.
Hey, where the heck are these cops? Hi, Josh.
Ben, how's it going?
It's good. So we walked in, we were like, hey, we're sorry. We have permission to come back here and like apologize. And she's like, I'm calling the cops. And she like starts.
Josh now realizes that his last-ditch plan to get me arrested, well, that plan didn't work.
I'm sorry Amanda did that. Thank you for doing that.
It looks like Josh has no other choice than to give Brian his family's Legos back.
You apologize, and it's up to them to accept. So let's cross Amanda off that checklist. Let's get this done.
And now that our work here is done, we decided to head back to Los Angeles. It's too late to pick up the Legos today, but tomorrow they're finally gonna give this family their Legos back. And now it's tomorrow. But the store has Brian's phone number blocked, so he can't call them. So instead, I called the store to see how Brian could pick up his Lego sets.
I was just wondering if you guys are still down to get the Legos back today.
I think. I just want to make sure everything's properly.
The guy I'm on the phone
That would be a
with
no.
was trying as hard as he could to stall. It turns out that this is actually the same guy in the security camera footage that kicked the old owner out of the store. Google says his name is Brandon Best, and apparently he's co-owners of this franchise along with Joshua Johnson. But for some mystery reason, they weren't able to give the Legos back today.
They said they'd give me an update on Monday type thing.
Now it's Monday.
It is Monday. Hey, I was just calling to see if you guys are still down to give the Legos back today.
He said. I imagine it'll get done sometime this weekend, so I don't know for sure.
Is he eating the same thing every day? What the hell? What the hell?
Thanks for your patience. Sorry, it's kind of crazy.
Hey.
Please leave your message for.
He said I probably won't be able to talk tonight. What the heck? Why do they keep postponing this?
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
What the heck? Yesterday he said he would call me today.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
For being a successful YouTuber, like, what is this place you're living in? What a fucking dump.
It's been over a month now.
And that comes from someone who lives in a very old house.
No answer.
But like,
Finally,
this place
after a
is...
really long amount of time, they finally answered my call.
I'm not going to distribute those things at this point. We've kept them on hold for this long, so.
I've just been told that Bricks and Minifigs is no longer going to give Brian his Legos back like they promised. And at this moment, I finally realized what I did wrong. Josh said we could get the Legos back once we make peace with Amanda, but we never actually really made peace with her.
And I'm not signing nothing from anybody.
Now it all makes sense. Unless we can somehow find a way to make peace with Amanda, we are never getting these Legos back.
So they're never
I printed out
getting
a more
it back.
official-looking peace treaty and traveled from Los Angeles.
Because let's be real. She already hates you, plus she's a woman. Us women can hold grudges. She is never gonna cave. Like, yeah. They're gonna have to find another
way back to
route.
Bricks and Minifigs in Oregon.
Well, I made it to Oregon. Hopefully, I can get Amanda to sign the peace treaty this time, and we can
Why
finally
she's
get the
just
Legos
plain
back.
mean, you know? She'll just do it out of spite.
Hello. What?
You're not allowed here.
Oh, no, Josh told me to come back. I think we didn't get the Legos back because you didn't sign the peace treaty. You want to call Josh?
No, I'm calling the police.
Don't you have, like, a button under the
same
desk
thing
or
they've
something?
always done. They're still trying to get me arrested just to avoid giving the Legos back. The problem with their plan, though, is Bricks and Minifigs is never going to be able to arrest me because I have a get-out-of-jail-free card. And I've actually had this card the entire video. I just haven't used it yet. Let's rewind all the way to the beginning so I can show you
Man,
what
Monopoly
I mean.
is from
my
the
friend
30s.
said that you guys have some of his Legos, I think.
Nope, it was even before this, right here. I made a contract with Amanda that says I, Ben Schneider, should not be trespassed, and all of these legal words, for any circumstance whatsoever, and for literally any reason, they cannot trespass me. And it's effective for the next 10 years. But this only really works as a get out of jail free card if I can get Amanda to sign it. But how the heck am I gonna do that?
Knock her out? Sign it yourself.
Hi, sorry, I got a delivery. Can I get a signature?
For some reason, Amanda just started signing our contract without even reading it.
Thank you so much.
In America, we have
Wow.
a duty-to-read contracts law, which states that you have to read a contract before you sign it. And if you forget to read it or
Yeah.
you just choose not to read it, it's your fault and you still have to do everything the contract says. So even though Amanda didn't read it, she signed it, so she has to follow everything, including a clause that says for every police officer she calls
That's
on me,
crazy.
she owes me $5.
I've never understood why people just sign shit. I remember, like, what was it, like 8 years ago or something, I had this exact conversation on stream because all the new content creators that were getting, like, partnered and stuff were just signing contracts that were so scummy. And these streamers and YouTubers lost pretty much all their money because of it. and yeah, and it was all because they just like signed contracts without reading it. It's like, I get it, a contract's long, but read it. Yeah, there's a whole point to that.
$5,000 in liquidated damages. So let's fast forward and see how much Amanda owes me. We got $5,000, keep going, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000, $25,000, $30,000, $35,000, $40,000. Okay, I think that's all the times Amanda called the police on me, but if I'm gonna be honest, even though Amanda has been helping cover up this giant theft, I still kind of feel bad for her that she owes us $40,000. I mean, that's a lot of money. So I'm going to stop continuing to trick her, and I'm finally going to come clean about the contract. Once Amanda sees the agreement she's in, she'll finally realize it's not worth it to continue racking up this $5,000 debt. Instead, a much easier option would be we team up together to convince corporate to give Brian his Legos back.
I'm calling the police because you've already been trespassed off the premises.
She is
Well, you don't
gonna
wanna owe
freak the
$5,000 more dollars,
fuck
do you?
out.
I don't owe anything, and I'm asking you for like the millionth time you need to leave.
You did say that I'm allowed to be here. You
I
signed a
did
document.
not.
You did it?
I never once said you were allowed to be here.
Well, then whose signature is this then?
That is not my signature.
It's not?
Why do you have anything to do with signatures here?
Because you signed this, right?
No, I did not.
Is that not your signature?
So, no, it's not, and I'd like to know how you guys got a signature that's even close to mine.
Well, it says every time you call the cops, you owe us $5,000 for like punitive damages, but...
So, really?
Well, I'm just following the contract that you signed.
Now that Amanda knows she can't call the cops on me just for being here anymore, I decided to call Josh to update him on how making peace with Amanda is going.
Hey, I just went back to try to apologize to Amanda, and...
But what Josh said next, I was not ready for.
Dude, when we took over that store, there was
I will say, like, this guy's what, 20? He's doing a pretty good job of like you would not expect someone this young to kind of know they could pull these stunts, you know?
The shelves were empty. I don't know why you guys are thinking.
But he's just like under the
Josh's
radar.
story has now completely changed. Now he's saying even if I'm able to make peace with Amanda, they still won't be able to give me the Legos back because they never even had the Legos to begin with. Well, if Josh is telling the truth, then why did Josh say this to us last time?
We're happy to give you your stuff back.
I mean, what stuff of ours would he be giving back if none of our stuff was even ever in his store? And they're like, what about this?
I'm happy to go open that stupid cupboard and you can have all the sets in there. I want to give it back to him. I'm happy to give you the inventory. Get the inventory to Brian and I'll give him back. I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am. I promise you, I swear to God.
That's not who I am.
I mean, Josh is on video swearing to God and on everything he'll give us the Legos back. But now, for some reason, he never even had the Legos. But this makes no sense.
Well, if it ever goes to court, you could use it.
So I decided to remind him of all of these examples where he claims they do have Brian's Legos in the store still. And this was his response.
You, I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
Give a damn of your fucking opinion. It's wrong. And if you want to test your fucking opinion, let's go to court. Who enforces the law?
The court? So...
Exactly.
So you're saying that...
It's just a
So you're saying...
difference of opinion.
So basically what you're saying is I'm wrong, but you can sue me for it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's the long and the short of it.
So you know you're wrong. So you know that you stole the Legos then.
Let's go to court then.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, is that what you want?
Yeah.
You really want that?
I mean, I would like to just get the Legos back, but if that's what you want, I mean, it seems like this is what you want. I'm giving you every out that I can, but...
Let's just not go down. Look.
Dang.
Don't go down that route. It doesn't really matter because...
I just want to get the Legos back. They're Brian's Legos. Give them back. It's pretty easy.
It's kind of funny that this entire video, Josh has just been begging me to sue him.
Tell me. Let's go to court.
But the second I agree to it, his attitude completely changes. It's almost like Josh doesn't want me to sue him, and the only reason he's saying that is because he knows that by saying it, he can get away with his crimes. But now that Josh thinks that there's a chance I might actually sue him, he's getting scared. In fact, he said if I do sue him, he's gonna tell the world that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Then you can f*** yourself.
Dang.
You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
So basically, these are my two options. I can do what Josh wants me to do and shut up, which I can say right now, I'm definitely not doing that.
He's getting scared,
So
you can
what's the
tell.
alternative? I can, I guess, raise hundreds of thousands of dollars somehow, and then maybe spend 3 to 4 years in court fighting them, and somehow, if I win, then we can finally get the family their Legos back. Yeah, both of these options suck. Or maybe I can somehow find a way to engineer a third option, which I call option number 3. Small claims court. Think about it. Small claims court is basically just like big boy court, except it costs basically nothing, and you get a judgment pretty much instantly. So I gathered my friends around a campfire to tell them about option number 3.
One of the thoughts you had was taking the small claims court, right?
No, because it's way too much money to take to small claims court.
You can't take someone to small claims court, Ben, for $200,000.
Yeah, it's 12,000 at the most, right? 12,500.
Everyone hated option number 3. And I guess it makes sense. We ended up looking it up, and you can actually only sue for $10,000 at the most. So if we go with option number 3, Brian actually could win $10,000 pretty easily, but then this is what would happen to his $190,000.
Right? That's a lot, like...
But I'm not giving up.
I guarantee you
We
he
just need
probably
to get
spent
creative.
more than
Theoretically,
10K
if
on
you
that
wanted to,
collection.
could you take them to small claims court?
If you wanted to limit it,
Yeah, but don't if all you can get
But you would at
is
least get
10K.
$10,000 out of that, though, right?
We could, but it would be giving up $100,000 more, you know.
So here's the pitch.
Here we go.
What if we have 10 people sue 10 different times for $10,000 and we get $100,000?
no.
Well, why not?
The reason that this will never work is because of a legal term.
I'll tell you what the reason is. It's because it's the same thing as like the double jeopardy thing. For those that don't know, it's kind of where you can, you know, murder someone, serve your time, and then you can't be charged for that same murder, you know? And it would be the same thing here. It would be, you know, like you can't have the same case going on between different people unconnected, you know? Like, it's a great thought in the head, but no, it would never work.
Term called claim splitting.
Yeah, so it turns out my idea is called claim splitting, which is when a civil plaintiff splits one lawsuit into 2 or more lawsuits, and that is illegal.
Yes, if 10 different people sue and win money for one crime, then that is illegal. But we have already established that if one person sues for this crime, it is a very easy win. So what if this exact scenario just so happens to happen 10 different times? Think about it. If 10 different people get their Legos stolen by Bricks and Minifigs, all 10 people can individually sue, and it turns out that that is actually not considered claim splitting. So basically, if I can find 10 different victims of Bricks and Minifigs, my plan will work. And maybe I don't have to find 10 victims. Maybe I can create them. Starting with myself. First, I signed up for a credit card and then used that credit card to walk into the bank and take out a $10,000 loan. I then used this $10,000 to buy a few Lego sets from Brian. Specifically, these Lego sets, and according to the legal paperwork, they're still Brian's to sell to me. But just in case Bricks and Minifigs tries to argue that for some reason this wasn't a legal sale, I hired a public notary to officially approve the purchase.
It's official, we have a public notary approving it. A notary public. We have a notary public approving it. I own these Lego sets now, right?
Once I stamp it, it's all yours.
Here we go. Pleasure. Congratulations.
It looks like I legally now have $10,000 worth of inventory inside this Bricks and Minifigs store. So I wrote a very stern demand letter to Bricks and Minifigs demanding that they give me all of my $10,000 of Legos back. And they never got back to me. So I'm going to sue them in small claims court, completely separate of Brian. Now that there's 2 crimes committed against 2 completely separate victims, this is not considered claim splitting. So this is when I thought, if the plan works this well for me, it should also work this well for all my friends. So I signed up for a ton of more credit cards, took out a bunch of more money, and each of my friends bought $10,000 worth of Brian's Lego sets.
$10,000 for you? Here you go. Thank you.
Thank you.
You felt the need to bow.
This is when we realized there's actually a big problem with our plan because we're now all $10,000 in debt, and if we don't pay the banks back soon, the interest is gonna destroy us.
Yeah.
Dude, what's the problem?
We're $10,000 in debt.
Well, how do we solve this, dude? What do we do? We just ask our friends if they have like money to like loan us.
Tommy! I'm in a lot of debt, and I just wanted to know if you have $10,000 to loan me. No?
What?
Dang. Well, it was worth a try. Michael!
You're telling me this guy, Reckless Ben, doesn't like just have 10,000 in cash?
But this is when we remembered that our friend Brian just made about $100,000 from all the Lego sets he just sold us. I bet
Like,
he has
it's
extra
not
money he
even
could
that
lend us.
much.
So we gave Brian a call.
So we're in a really weird pickle right now. I just need $10,000. That's all. I'll give it back. This is weird. I know, it's crazy, but like.
I can see about it.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, sure.
It's a maybe.
Brian legally gave each of us a $10,000 loan, which allows us to now pay back the banks to avoid interest. And it says in the paperwork that once we win these court cases against Bricks and Minifigs, we'll pay Brian back.
Yeah, and we promise once we win this lawsuit, we'll pay you back.
Yeah, we'll pay you right back.
And if you're thinking, wait, how is all of this legal? There has to be some type of catch.
Nope.
And you're right, there is.
No, I was thinking, what if you lose? That's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, so you've now borrowed money from a friend. Just like to say, worst thing you could ever do. Never do it. But yeah, now if you lose, you're in debt to a friend. Yeah. Which could be the end of a friendship.
It's called sales tax.
But I still think this is just for the video. There's no way this guy doesn't have 10,000 cash lying around. Like, I've had 10,000 cash lying around, and I'm not a successful YouTuber, so yeah, 10,000 isn't
for us
that
in Oregon,
much.
there is no sales tax. It's one of the only states that doesn't have it. This means that we can just keep selling Lego sets back and forth to each other over and over for free.
Well, I think everyone's in. Should we start? You're gonna go to the top. It's start a filing.
But I haven't even told you guys the best part yet. The best part is that all of this is another flashback. Yeah, all of this happened a month ago. So now let's fast forward all the way back to present day.
Well, that's not
where
bad.
I'm still talking to Josh on the phone.
Versus the 5
Josh
years ago
has
at the
no clue that we've been preparing all of these court cases against him for the last month. He's about to be in for the surprise of his life.
You have, like, I guess until the store closes, I guess, to get the Legos back, if that's the way you want to go. But if not, I guess we'll serve the papers today and then go to court.
Are you gonna serve the papers today?
No, figure it out.
That's not how it works. Are you young? That's not how the world works.
It's not how the world works. Well, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make the world work that way today.
The only insults this guy knows is, are you young and are you stupid? And he puts them together, right? Like,
Minifigs knows the deal. Get the Legos back before the store closes, or they get served court papers. And now we wait. And then waiting got kind of boring, so I'm going to spend the rest of the day promoting my We Steal From Old People company. Go to www.westealfromoldpeople.com for some awesome merch. And if Bricks and Minifigs calls the police on me for doing this, then they owe me $5,000 more.
right? Plus, yeah. Just going back to this 10,000, like, you're telling me your merch hasn't made any money? Like, they've probably made that through their merch. People buy stupid shit all the time, you know?
Advertising my company for a pretty long time now, and I've gotten no reaction from Bricks and Minifigs. So I'm sending in a secret undercover agent to see how they're handling the situation from the inside.
Spy glasses. Oh no!
Well, they closed early on us.
Oh.
I think they're afraid of my lawsuit. So we decided to go bowling again. Oh, no way, no way, no way. Shut up. Oh my God!
It's the next day now, and you know what that means? It's go time.
What is with those socks?
The funniest part about yesterday was when I was talking to Josh on the phone, he totally thinks that I just made all of this up in the moment. When the actual reality is, we've been planning this court case for months. But I'm not complaining, because if Josh thinks it's fake, then he probably won't show up to court. And if Josh doesn't show up to court, we just win by default.
Yeah.
So before I serve him any court papers, I'm actually first gonna confirm Josh's beliefs and do something super duper fake. Like give him a world record for the most amount of Legos ever stolen.
Not everyone can say that they're the best in the world at something.
Exactly.
We ready?
Hi. Hello.
I am Ryan with the Guinness World Record Association, and I think you're expecting this actually. This is an award for most Legos stolen by any company in the world.
Stolen by a single franchise.
Is that what it says?
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely
Yeah.
not hanging that up.
You don't know anything about
I
this.
have no idea of anything about that.
Okay.
But it's a world record.
I guess call
I am
the.
the manager.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
And you weren't expecting it?
I was not expecting it.
Success. Anything that gets delivered to the store now, Bricks and Minifigs will probably also think it's fake, which is now perfect timing to serve all of these real court papers. But to do this, I need a lot of people. So I started recruiting some people with a game of hacky sack.
Here's your legal paperwork.
You have been served.
The first lawsuit has officially been served. Good luck, guys.
Here's my resume.
God, look. Okay, that was funny.
Everything was going exactly to plan. Well, until this happened.
Yeah, Mark. Hurry! Yo, can we just talk real quick?
I think Josh told this employee to close down the store early to avoid any more lawsuits coming in.
Yeah, she closed. As soon as she saw us pull up, she started closing up.
So for the rest of the day, I'm going to continue to advertise my We Steal From Old People company at www.westealfromoldpeople.com. I'm not getting many sales yet, but hopefully if I keep up all this advertising, people will eventually start believing in my company.
Kid's freaking out over this PC law.
Yeah, we had to close early today, so
Are you
basically
guys gonna be open tomorrow though?
I don't know. So there's been some guy like harassing us because well, a lot of the Legos that we sell here are actually stolen Legos. Like we just steal the Legos.
Yeah.
Anyways, we ended up getting the rest of the court papers served, and now I'm just gonna fast forward a few months, and Bricks and Minifigs hasn't responded to a single court case we submitted against them. So I called the court to see what the next steps were.
Okay, so I don't see that there's been a response from anybody in the case. Since they didn't respond, you can move forward with a motion for default judgment.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yes, since Bricks and Minifigs didn't respond, it looks like we win by default.
Congratulations, you won the court case.
Wait, what? They really thought it was fake.
Yeah.
We did it!
Hey, that's fucking crazy, dude. No way. Yes!
Yeah.
Well, I think now it's time to go all the way back to Bricks and Minifigs and collect our money. And I got a cute little piggy bank here that they can put the money in. And so I traveled all the way back to Oregon to finally collect my money. It truly is a beautiful ending. This entire video, Bricks and Minifigs has been begging me to sue them.
If you think it's illegal, why sue me? Let's go to court. Sue me for us. Sue me. Let's go to court. Let's go to court then.
And when I finally followed their instructions, they were too scared to show up. There is no more legal loopholes, and there is no more postponing the problem. Now, Bricks and Minifigs finally has to deal with the consequences for their actions.
So what if theoretically it went to court and it turns out you were wrong? Would you then admit you're sorry for everything?
Yeah, sure, of course. Yeah. I give him the inventory, and the judge says I gotta give it to him. I gotta give it to him. I'm not gonna go against the judge's orders.
Are they closed? Temporary closed.
Dang it!
I couldn't believe it. Literally one day after we filed motion for default judgment, they permanently closed down the store. At first,
Oh, I thought it
did
said
feel kind of cool
temporarily.
that our plan worked so well, it completely shut them down. But pretty quickly it sunk in that we are not the winners here. The only winners today is Bricks and Minifigs. Now, there's absolutely no way to hold this store liable for what they did. I guess Bricks and Minifigs was kind of embarrassed by this decision and forgot to mark online that their store is closed. So over the next few days, a bunch of negative reviews started coming in of people expecting an open store, but then being met with this.
Right?
Bricks and Minifigs didn't even notify any of the kids' parents who booked birthday parties here. So when all the kids would show up, they would just have to sit in an empty parking lot for their birthday. If Bricks and Minifigs is too scared to show the world that they're closed, then the only way to let the world know is for me to give them an official closing ceremony. I guess someone driving by happened to take a picture of the sign we put up and posted it on social media. And pretty much immediately, we started going absolutely viral. The entire world has now seen this crime that Bricks and Minifigs has committed. And because of this, they finally marked on Google that their store is permanently closed.
I've been reading about this Bricks and Minifigs in Salem, Oregon. It's got this sign out in front of it.
It's been over a week. The sign is still up, and people have been traveling from all over just to come and take a picture with this sign.
If you drive through Kaiser, you may have noticed a mysterious sign appear recently outside the closed Mini Bricks and Fig store. Permanently closed, we stole a family's life savings. They sued, we lost. By closing the store, we got out of having to pay the family what we owe them.
He just closed down his entire place of business to not pay you $100,000. I don't know, like, we didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business. Like, that's almost...
We still had to get the Legos back. Which is why,
It's still,
even though Bricks and Minifigs...
It sucks for Buddy that wants his Legos back, but for this creator, this is a huge win. To shut down a business when you're just a random guy on the internet, like, yeah. I'd say it's something to be proud of. I would be.
Close down this store. I am not stopping until we get this entire Star Wars collection back to its rightful owner.
All right.
We showed you how to make a response, corporate. We would love to hear a response and get the public back on your side. You just got to give the Legos back. The public will be back on your side.
But in the meantime, you can shop at westealfromoldpeople.com.
Yeah.
This is the one I started watching before I compiled
The whole
all
thing
of them.
started with me investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent two guys to steal the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection worth around $200,000. And for some reason, the police are helping them get away with it. The family reached out to me saying that I'm their last hope to get them their life savings back.
This is the part 2, right?
The video I made exposing them was actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But we ended up taking them to court, and we actually won. When I went back to the store to collect my money, they literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying us.
Dang it!
So I personally gave them an official closing ceremony, and it went extremely viral. And now the entire world has seen how corrupt this Bricks and Minifigs company is.
We didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business. Like,
We still had to get the Legos back. Yeah. I made a promise to this family that I was not going to stop on my journey until we get them their entire Lego collection back. Right now, the two owners, Joshua Johnson and Brandon Best, probably think that they're safe by closing out the store. But the reality is, I can literally just sue them all over again, but personally this time. So I started to file my lawsuit. But right after I filed this court case, it got rejected. And the reason was I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing. Basically, before this court case can get approved, I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first. I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. So my only option left is to travel to his house to have this conversation in person.
Basically, if Josh wants to save the day, I got him a trophy that says, Joshua Johnson saved the day. And we'll give him this trophy, but he has to give the Legos back first.
So we started driving to Josh's house to
Great.
have this good faith conversation. The court
I can see it already. he's about to get a restraining order.
requires us to have.
We're in Josh's neighborhood. Oh my gosh.
But when we showed up, Josh was already outside talking on the phone to someone.
Oh my gosh, okay, Josh is outside on the phone.
It's crazy.
Wait, do I interrupt his phone call or do we just like wait?
Interrupt his phone call?
No, probably not. I thought it would be pretty rude to interrupt his phone call, so we parked around the corner and decided to wait for him to get off this call.
like how we should just have this conversation outside.
Right. He doesn't want to get his wife involved. He's hiding something.
Everything's good, honey.
I'm pretty sure Josh is on the phone
Yeah,
with
I'm
corporate
pretty
bricks
sure.
and minifig.
I'm pretty sure he was waving to probably his kid. You don't wave to your wife like that. That was a kid wave, you know, like, yeah.
And the reason I think that is we were actually just there right before this.
Okay, pulling up to Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
The plan was to give them one more chance to do the right thing before suing them again. While we were there, one of the corporate employees answered the door and told us he would get the CEO to come talk to us.
Okay. Well, no, they said they're getting some guy to talk to us. We're just waiting.
I can already tell you right now, no one's coming out to talk to you guys.
Really? But they told us that they were.
I know.
Since Josh only lives like 15 minutes away, they must have informed him that we're in the area. Because a few minutes later, this happened.
Dude, the police just showed up. What the heck? Why are the police at his house?
Oh, there's another one, dude. 2 cop cars.
3 cop cars?
Oh my gosh. Cop cars.
Why is there 3 cop cars at his house? We didn't even walk up to his house yet. The cops are following us. What the heck? That's so crazy, dude. Obey every traffic law.
He's got his lights on.
Oh, shoot.
He's pulling us over.
My name's Officer Merrick Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. You didn't stop that.
I didn't? No. I thought I stopped.
Yeah, you definitely stopped. So you said you ran a stop sign?
Huh?
You said you ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I was like,
Because we definitely stopped at the stop sign.
stopped.
Yeah.
I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign that I actually requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
So who's Ben? Me? Ben?
Right?
It's good. Like it?
Okay, it's pretty obvious that the police know why we're here. So
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
explained to them the entire situation.
This old man spent his entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set.
The only problem is it's a crazy story, and the police officer did not believe me.
$200,000? $200,000. It sounds crazy.
Yeah, when the officer went back to his car, this is the message that he radioed in.
Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben? Said he didn't have his ID, but he's just straight
It's
lying
like-
about everything else. So
There's nothing crazy about that. The guy is old. Like, the dad is what, like 80 or something? And he spent his whole life collecting Legos. And it's Star Wars. Like, that is 2 of the most popular collections put together. Yeah, like, you can tell when people don't really know anything about collecting, right? Like, yeah. 200K isn't even the highest. It's high, but there's people that have made millions off of their collection.
Since the cops don't believe my story, they trespassed me from the property.
Everybody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay.
Yeah, we were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Yeah, what do we do now, dude? Like, we didn't even, like, get to talk to him, and we're in trespass. So, dude.
The one thing I didn't understand was how the heck did they know we were coming? I was hiding in the back seat the entire time, and the car's windows were extremely tinted.
These windows are so tinted, you can't see anything.
But as I was outside inspecting our car tint, the same police showed up to our house.
Oh no, we're getting pulled over again?
And it was weird. He wouldn't tell us why he was here.
Like I said, we've already talked about
Yeah, well, thanks for being so cool about everything.
Yeah.
They're like after us, dude.
Anyways, since Josh clearly doesn't want to have this good faith conversation with me, I took his trophy and destroyed it.
Wait, guys, let's throw it off that thing.
Just like in the previous video, I tried to give Josh the benefit of the doubt, the easy way. But again, Josh does not want to do the easy way. The only option left is to go the hard way. But before Before going the hard way, I actually remembered that there's another owner of the store
super
named
hard
Brandon
way.
Best. Brandon is the guy in the security camera footage that illegally kicked the first owner out of the store so he could steal all their Legos. I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
The only option left is to show up to his house.
Is that an Easter basket?
Hello. Hey, how's it going? Hello? Hey, well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
What the fuck? So he's just not gonna talk?
It kind of seems like Brandon doesn't want to have this good faith conversation to resolve this problem outside of court. And I gave him plenty of time to speak.
I guess if you don't want to talk, I'll just talk. So you guys told us to take you to court. We went to court and we won. We know you closed down the store to avoid paying us, so we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again, but
then the police showed up, and again, for some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody.
No, he stole $200,000
How
with
do you know
it.
this?
Because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
He inherited the store.
Uh-huh.
He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner did, and he's trying.
Well, that's a lie. So we.
Okay, hold on. I'm still
okay,
talking.
I'm sorry.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it.
Uh-huh.
And he's just trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner.
No, him saying that it's the previous owner, that's a lie, and we already proved this in court. Okay.
If you come back and step foot on this property, you're gonna go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me. And turns out this was good enough. My court case with Brandon Best got accepted. But my court case with Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good.
Because the police showed up. Once the police showed up, that proves that you did try to make arrangements and it didn't go well. So at that point, yeah, you can, of course, sue.
Faith conversation with him.
Especially since the police tell you you can't go on the property. Kind of hard to resolve out of court at that point.
So I decided to see if I could find Josh online, to see if I could look up any more information about him.
Hey guys.
Yeah, they all look the same. No.
Joshua Johnson.
Yeah, Joshua Johnson.
They lower their tax liabilities and minimize their exposure to lawsuits. That's hella ironic. Are you kidding me, dude? That's what he's known for? Is reducing people's exposure to lawsuits?
After some more research, we found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon, which was actually extremely surprising to me, because if Josh and Brandon are truly Mormons, they believe that stealing is wrong, and if they steal, they're gonna go to hell.
Yeah.
Or I guess in Mormonism they call it the outer darkness. But still, Brandon and Josh probably actually believe that this is gonna be eternity for them. I mean, Josh even swore to me on his Mormon God in the last video that he would give us the Legos back.
I promise you, I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
But maybe I can use this to my advantage.
Right?
My
He
problem
swore
right
to
now
God.
seems to be that Josh is never going to listen to anything I ever tell him. But if someone from his church heard this audio, maybe he would listen to them. So after finding exactly what church these guys go to, we went to it and showed one of the Mormons there this audio clip. And the Mormon thought that the best thing to do was to have a talk with Josh to save him from going to this outer darkness.
Okay, good luck. And I guess me and Tyler are staying back because we're already trespassed. So
yeah, we ended up just driving home, but on our way back, this happened.
What? Pulled over again? For what? How's it going?
How's it going? I'm Officer Hawkins, American Fort Police Department. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, what's your name?
Right, they already know.
Hanging out down here.
At this point, we realized what's going on. Yesterday, I told Brandon that our plan is to now sue them personally.
We could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again.
It seems like they're getting so desperate that they're going to resort back to the same strategy they used in the last video.
You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested? How do we
Dang.
get them arrested?
Yeah, Josh and Brandon think that if they can somehow get us arrested and thrown in jail, then we won't be able to sue them. I don't know what they told the police we did this time, but they caught us too late. The Mormon kid was already on his way to Josh's house to save him from this outer darkness and bring him back to God.
What's going on, sir? You can sit on down here for me first. What brings you here?
I'm just here trying to talk to Brother Johnson.
Okay.
I'm in the Arbor Second Ward. There's been an audio going around with the young men group.
Okay. What's the audio that you wanted to play?
Here's the audio.
I'm not gonna screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am.
Uh-huh.
I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
Who's that?
So,
I guess
that's him.
No, I know that. I could tell that from the voice, but
I was just gonna ask him, like, is he willing to give up everything like he said? Because he swore on everything. He swore on God. This might be a crazy ask, but could you take a selfie with me?
But anyways, back to us. The police apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
this officer is going to conduct a search of your person because there are illegal substances in the vehicle.
Man,
So,
they're playing dirty
and
now.
then we'll be right. Don't,
A drug bust?
Don't reach
Shit.
in your pockets for me, okay? Sounds good. Thank you, Chris. The vehicle will be searched, okay? I'm going to have you stick by with my sergeant.
After 2 hours of searching the car, obviously they found no drugs.
So, you didn't find anything.
I explained to the police that we didn't have drugs, and the reality of the situation is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole. And the police was arguing back with just some of the worst comebacks I've ever heard, which is why I think the police actually redacted this audio in this clip, because if they kept the audio in, then the world would get to see how stupid the American Fork Police Department is. But anyways, even though we were passing every single drug test they gave us, they were still not going to let us go until we told them where the drugs were.
Your eyes, for example, right? Right. There's a constriction, which is dilated, and then
Do you
not.
notice it?
So I haven't been looking at the same thing. I'll show him. Look, go ahead and look at him.
Oh, with you?
Yep.
You do see it?
So.
It's crazy. I have no idea because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life. I'm willing to do any drug tests.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very cooperative. I don't understand, what you're seeing in my eyes.
I'm going to have a discussion with this officer.
And then the police department illegally redacted.
See, eyes don't mean shit anyway. Like, fucking, I've had times where I'm going off of a lack of sleep and my eyes are like shot to hell, right? Like, yeah. Plus his eyes look fine.
This conversation too. My guess is that they acknowledge that it's very obvious we don't have drugs on us, but they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type of false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
I'm walking a very dangerous line, which can get you into a lot.
Yeah.
You could end up in
Right,
jail.
didn't he just
in
walk a
Utah
straight
when you're
line?
in Cali. Okay. Not worth it, right?
Yeah.
We play differently here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm willing to cooperate with you guys and do anything you want me to because I'm not hiding anything. I can promise you that. I promise.
We weren't giving the police a false confession like they wanted, so eventually I guess they just got tired and let us go.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that. Does that make sense?
Okay.
At this point, I've documented everything I've been through to the court, that I've tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally got approved. And attached to this email are court papers to serve Josh. The only problem is Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. He wouldn't even talk.
I think in court he should definitely mention the whole fake drug bust there, because that's a waste of cops' time. whether the cops are, siding with Buddy or not, like, it's still a waste of resources.
Talked to another Mormon. Instead, he just called the police on him. In order to get Josh to come outside, I'm really gonna have to get creative. So I made this poster that says, "I stole a dying man's life savings," and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use. And since we have the freedom of speech, I am breaking no laws by doing this. So when Josh walks outside to take down this sign, I have a process server to serve him his court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
What are you guys doing here? So we are in a court case with them and we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws, and they've been called here for a false reason, so they decided to leave.
Awesome, thank you. This is going so much better than yesterday.
So now it's time to serve Josh these court papers. And then we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
A team that doesn't know what's going
This man
on, right?
stole,
That's why it's
basically
going
his
better.
family's life savings. So we're just here to serve him his court papers.
Again, I explained to this police officer the entire situation.
I wish we could just send him an email or a phone call, but yeah, the court requires us to come in person for some reason, so.
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers. But we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
Yep, can I see those papers?
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve him with?
Yes. That's required by the court.
Again, the police agree that we are not breaking the law. They've been called out here for a false reason. This guy told me that he could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, you can get anyone to.
Okay, thank you.
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it. But the only thing that really matters is that Josh is getting served.
He does not want the paper. So
He does not want the papers?
Here's that back for you.
Okay.
Yeah, the police told me that they can't serve the papers for me because I'm lying to them, and these aren't even real court papers.
Not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. It doesn't have a judge's name or anything like that on it?
Because it hasn't gotten to the judge yet. So this is serving him, and then we'll go to the court, and then the judge will be there. So the judge doesn't get involved until we're in court.
Why is he saying that you guys went on the property?
Because he wants us arrested, so he doesn't have to go to court.
It doesn't look good when you've been trespassed.
Yeah.
Trying to serve papers.
Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way to do it.
Well, we have 2 or 3 incidents.
Yeah, well, first, so they're incidents because he's lying to you guys. He's making them incidents. We came to do a good faith conversation, which is required by the courts before you can get a court case approved. So we did that. He called the cops on us. He lied to you guys saying that we had heroin on us, and we did a 3-hour search of the car yesterday. We found no heroin in the car. He's going to make up any lie he can to get us arrested. We are doing things the legal way, the correct way. The reason he's hiding in his house is because he's the criminal. If something doesn't look good, it doesn't look good for him, not for us.
Go through the legal process,
Which is
find
what
an
we're
actual
doing, yeah.
process server.
She is an actual process server.
And what is your guys' relationship?
I just met her today.
Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her, yeah. We have no
just
relationship.
barely
That's why
met
she's here,
her.
yeah. That's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is she is the exact person that you were describing.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal.
Right.
But I guess I was wrong. However, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm literally just following the instructions of the court, so the police can't stop me.
Okay, have a good race your day.
Okay, see ya.
This guy's new, though. He might not realize that he's
Now that the police are finally leaving, it's time to game plan how to serve Josh. But then, you guessed it, we got the police called on us again.
Oh, sure. The
For what?
paper? The serving paper?
Yeah.
Here you go. Well,
Do they think it's a false case? What the heck?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all for today. Thank you.
I think this phone call was the breaking point for the police.
Oh, he's rubbing his chin.
The police couldn't handle the fact that I was right and they were wrong.
Right.
Hello.
Oh, they called you Benjamin.
Am I being arrested? Really?
Never a good thing when they use the
Ben got arrested.
full name.
Like, they didn't say anything when they were putting him in handcuffs. They just said, you're being arrested.
I was confused on what I was being arrested for. I mean, the same police officers that arrested me gave me permission to do exactly what I was doing.
You can film from the sidewalk wherever it's public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged, okay? Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do. What's even more confusing is the police are supposed to be the good guys. Why are they arresting an innocent person to protect an evil criminal? Well, back when I was still waiting in the car to serve Josh, I got a phone call, and this call was from Brian, the collector's son who got all their stuff stolen. And he has a theory of what might be going on here.
Yeah, the cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community, and being the bricks and minifigs is part of that and worth millions. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon church, of which all the cops are probably a part of.
Yeah, Brandon Best, Joshua Johnson, and Eamon, the CEO, are all super Mormon. Like, the CEO even went to the Mormon University. And when I looked up all the police officers who were treating me unfairly, they were all Mormon too.
And they take care of their own, man. They are like a huge clan that takes care of each other.
And instead of trying to get rid of the few bad people who are making Mormonism look bad, they're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals. But eventually, I got released from jail.
Out of jail now?
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals. So now, there's really only one way I can think of to get this family the money back that got stolen from them. Which is a GoFundMe.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live, it's time to promote it.
Yeah,
to start getting donations.
You know, they still stole the money, and now the only reason Buddy's gonna get paid for his Lego collection is because a bunch of randos online helped pay him, you know? And that's great, but it still don't change the fact that that Lego collection is in that store. It's still stolen. And if it weren't for the way the world is now, where there is GoFundMes and there is idiots that pay into those GoFundMes, he would never get it. He would have never gotten the money. Like, yeah, I don't call this a win. No.
We printed out the GoFundMe's picture to hang it up so we could get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to?
We're starting a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back for this family.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore. We're just going to do this GoFundMe. We've already got it started.
It can run into some defamation stuff.
Again, the police were thinking of any technicality they could think of to protect their Mormon friend.
Look at your stalking code. See if it's that. If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
But after going through every law they could think of, it turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So one of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think you guys break the law.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're going to take it down.
And then for the rest of this footage, the police redacted all of the audio. So I called up the police station to find out why.
All the redactions are done pursuant to the Utah State Code. We don't redact things just because we feel like it or, you know, just because something looks funny. Everything is redacted pursuant to Utah State Code. And other than that, I can't really delve into any more detail.
But the police made a mistake. They accidentally forgot to mute this police officer's audio. So when you sync the two clips together, I can actually hear what they're saying here.
He sees it or give it back to him? Is it an occasional crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it? I mean, I guess, but that's not.
Yeah, this police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this poster illegal. So I decided to let the police department know that some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are. I think you guys might have accidentally forgot to redact another clip that was at the same time. And when I synced the two clips together, I was able to see what they were saying, like what the redaction was. And he was talking about how what we're doing actually isn't illegal and how the police officer might be wrong. And so it wasn't about protecting a victim. It wasn't any personal information. And so I was wondering, it seems like there might be a lot of stuff like that that got redacted, maybe to protect the police officers, not to protect the victims, if that makes sense. And so
yeah, we don't do that. So like I said, anything that's redacted is pursuant to Utah State Code.
I can tell because when I sync the two clips together, I'm actually able to see that that's what the redaction was.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That definitely didn't happen.
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code, like I just said.
Okay. Well, I don't know. It seems like the police department redacted this entire conversation because right here the police are actually admitting to themselves that none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason they're getting rid of this audio is to protect the police officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way to get the group arrested, because this is what happens next.
And Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now.
Do not do that. You understand me? Right now,
What do you
you're
do?
attempting to destroy evidence. Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone, so Sheldon says, okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked. And at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal. There's no search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone. But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands.
Right?
And now the police officer's claiming that
If there's no warrant, I don't think you even need to hand it over. Just saying.
because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Silence.
Yeah, I was giving it to
Stop
you.
Talking.
I was
Stop
giving
talking,
it to you.
Okay.
It's
That's
on my money. Look, it's on my wallet. I was turning it off.
Right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay, let's put him in the back of the car.
And again, the police decided to break the law, arrest Sheldon, all to protect an evil criminal.
Like, what did Sheldon do?
Okay. My name's Detective Nikosha. I work here at the police department.
I did willingly hand over my phone, but when I handed him my phone, my wallet popped up. So I said, hold up, let me hit my power button. And I have it recorded as well. That's all I went and did. That's not obstruction of evidence. And then I let him have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact,
It's just one of the
it's
reasons
actually
why I hate the
impossible
wallet
to
app.
delete something from an iPhone from a locked screen. by
I don't
hitting the power
use it.
button. So in no
I still
context that I've been
physically
trying to
do
erase
the
something
card.
by hitting one button on my phone. Now I'm sure you have a phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it?
I would imagine it wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, so that's all I did. So I don't know how that's obstruction of evidence, but that is what it is.
Now that Sheldon is in jail, just for promoting our GoFundMe, we started doubting if we'll ever even be able to get Brian his money back for his dad's Lego collection. It's crazy that out of all the powerful organizations I've gone up against, the one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending.
I'm sure they already have the money, you know? Like, the fact that Buddy got arrested because you were promoting it in public, that don't mean shit, right? Like, the best way to promote GoFundMes is just online. Yeah. Like, public just gets a little extra exposure, but I'm sure they got tons of money off the GoFundMe just by people knowing about it online.
For this video, but I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
They got their guns out? Shit.
Search warrant. Stand up. Step outside, everybody. Come on. No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Okay?
Yeah.
That cat's alive, right?
Okay,
Okay, good.
Back, it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But if we go back a little bit, you can see I was being completely still when he grabbed me, and I actually made 0 quick movements. So this police officer is just straight up lying so he can give me a serious injury.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
Yes. The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos. I should have seen this coming. Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's gonna come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Okay, let's do it.
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
Dang. Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit just to give you guys some context, but I actually got a copy of this warrant.
The reason they were searching our house was, it says, there is now certain property or evidence described as any stolen merchandise, specifically Lego merchandise. Evidence of illegal conduct on us that we stole the Legos. They're looking that we stole the Legos is why they stormed our house with no evidence. And this is after he's been proven to make up stories about us before. And so now he's just pulling something out of his butt. Oh, they're the ones that stole the Legos. And for whatever reason, the police take him.
He's gonna use the "we steal from old people" business for his case. Yeah, 100%.
Him seriously, even though he's acting like a crazy person.
Anyways, the cops probably felt pretty stupid when they searched our entire house and didn't find any stolen Legos. Again, the police illegally redacted this conversation to avoid them looking stupid, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. But instead of doing what any rational police officer would do and let us go, they're sticking to their story that we're the thieves.
And I've got a feeling I'm falling.
So
Yeah.
Yes. Now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail. Except for me. I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Ben, I'm Detective Nikosha.
Last time, I was able to get released on bail, but this time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so I went through the entire story with them to show the detective that this whole thing is just a big misunderstanding.
If you think about it, 83-year-old man versus $400 million company. Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong,
that was a pretty good guess. I said 80.
I wish we could just send him an email, like show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us. But this is how the law works. Like, that's not my fault. Like, I don't make the law. If I made the law, send him an email, and they're like, he doesn't want your papers, you just have to figure it out civilly. And I'm like, this is the civil method, you know? Like,
To do it civilly, you have to serve. They're like, well, then just sue him then. I'm like, that's what we're doing. Like, you see how this is a circle? I am very interested on Josh's side of the story because I think he said it might have been heroin in the car or something, and they did like a 3-hour search on our car. Obviously no heroin, so I don't know what Josh is telling them that we're doing, but suing him is not working for us. So let's do a GoFundMe.
Right after I mentioned this GoFundMe, the investigator wanted to leave the room.
Hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Something about me mentioning this GoFundMe really caught his attention.
Yeah, he probably went to go
Well, I
check
just
it
like to
out
know more
online.
About this, like GoFundMe. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we were just trying to get, so basically what ended up happening is Ben got arrested, which we were pretty blown away he got arrested, but I'm like, all right, I'll take over now. Like, I don't want you to get in any more trouble. And he's like, yeah, I can't get in any more trouble. Like if you take over, like that, that was my decision. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. What other questions do you, I guess, have? Because there's not really, I guess, much else to say in the situation, to be honest. That's just the whole thing that just happened. I mean, I'm honestly, kind of shocked to be arrested at this point for that. Yeah, this is definitely a very strange thing to be getting interrogated about, especially considering from my angle and the evidence I've seen, the overwhelming evidence that they just blatantly stole from this guy. It's like us trying to then do a GoFundMe to get him his money back, and I'm the one getting put in cuffs. It's crazy.
Yeah,
I
and
guess the detective
GoFundMes are
didn't get what he was
legal.
looking for, so he decided to interview the rest of the group.
It sounded like a great project to me. I was like, okay, it's for a good cause.
How are you doing?
And for some reason, he was trying to get all of them to admit that the GoFundMe was my idea.
Hello. Obviously, Ben was behind the GoFundMe idea as well, right?
I don't know whose idea that was, because I kind of just started, I think they...
But he was supportive of it as his channel, right? He said, oh yeah, let's do this for the channel. From my understanding? Was that kind
For
of
the
your
channel?
ideas to
No.
do this video with the GoFundMe and all that?
But I wasn't afraid to admit that I actually made the GoFundMe for Brian because a GoFundMe is a safe, legal way to raise money for a family if they got all their stuff stolen. I should be risking nothing by admitting this.
Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court, or else he will get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, And that was their solution.
But I was wrong.
We're gonna book you back into the jail, okay? The creation of the GoFundMe, right? We're blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
When I asked the detective how creating a GoFundMe was probable cause to send me to jail, this was his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court, right?
Okay, should I
Yep.
go back?
Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's gonna... He has cuffs for you.
Will I also be able to hear Josh's side
Yeah,
of the
that's
story?
bullshit.
So I think he's said a lot of lies to you guys.
It'll be... And I never talked to Josh, but it'll be documented in the report as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
But the detective was lying. The police have illegally redacted every single
It's
claim.
like, I've never been a big fan of GoFundMes, but, there's no way it's illegal. You know how many people have ran a GoFundMe for stupider reasons? And this isn't even a stupid reason. Like, they are trying to get this guy's money back, and clearly they can't get it the proper way. So, yeah.
Josh has made about me, and when I finally go to court, I'm going to be completely blind to what I'm even being charged for. The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail, so now I have to wait a month in jail.
Shit. That's an ouchie.
However, I ended up getting extremely lucky. When a judge ended up reviewing this arrest, they thought the whole thing was so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail. So now, at least I'm a free man until my court case.
Nice.
Now, I just have to wait for court. And honestly, I'm not excited. My entire life, I was taught if you steal from people, you get in trouble. and if you help people, you get rewarded. But I guess I was just taught a lie. By me trying to help and do the right thing, all I did was just screw everything up and get all of my...
I think the worst part of this is, you know, just a hunch. No one really knows anyone, especially online. But it does look like he's a decent person, someone that probably has never gotten in trouble with the law. And now he's, you know, he's got a record now, and he's got a mugshot. He's been in jail multiple times for trying to help someone. You know, I think that's the worst part of it.
My friends in trouble. I couldn't fix anything, and now with all the charges I got in this video, I'm looking at least 5 years in jail.
And this is why people don't step in to help people, is because this shit can happen, and he'll be fine because he's a successful YouTuber, and you know, he's probably doesn't need to work a day in his life. But for an average person, this could destroy your life. You could not get work, you could, you know, and all from trying to help someone. And that's why people don't step into bad situations that they see happening, because it's not worth them ruining their life, right?
But I finally accept my fate. I failed. And now it's time to go home. But before I made it home, one of my roommates called me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So he rings the doorbell, and he's like, "Is Mr. Snyder here?" I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Can I deliver a message for you?" He's like, "How could you deliver
serving
a message?"
papers.
He said it just like that. He was like, "Just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest." Like, he thought he was in an action movie type walk off, and that was his like end scene line.
If I had to guess, I'd say that Bricks and Minifigs has seen that I am a free man, and they can't have me actively working on my lawsuit against them. And considering how many lies Bricks and Minifigs has made about me in this video...
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
American Park Police Department, make yourself known. Included in the warrant are Legos.
I can only imagine of what I'm being accused of doing now. So immediately, I called the Utah Police Department to see what my warrant was for.
The whole "you stole them" bitch. It's like, buddy, you admitted they're in the store. Like, how did he steal them if you admitted they're in the store, hence you refusing to give them back? You know, like, yeah, there's so much that, like, if this all does go to court, and like, there's no way he doesn't win. If this all goes to court and they review all the audio and stuff, and then they still side with the business, like, yeah. That'd just be so stupid, because they have all the evidence. Yeah.
House today saying that there was a warrant out for my arrest.
If that warrant says a no bail, those are the ones that are more serious.
The only thing the police department could tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And I am now a physical threat to Josh, the person the police are protecting. So basically, at any moment now, I could be arrested without bail for some mystery crime. There really is only one thing that I can do now.
Well, I'm in Mexico now, and the American police have no authority here. What's going on? What the heck is that thing? Can you get loose on that?
But at this moment, I realized what I had to do. Bricks and Minifigs thinks they can just bully anyone who tries to stop them in committing their crimes. And what's the only way to stop a bully? to stand up to them.
If me posting this picture online once got the city this upset where they had to arrest me, just think about how upset they'd be if thousands of people started wearing it.
Which is why the picture that got me arrested, I'm putting that picture on a shirt.
And you can buy this merch at westealfromoldpeople.com. So go right now. It's gonna be sick.
And yeah, all of the law enforcement that's protecting bricks and minifigs is gonna be pissed. But there's nothing they can do because I'm in Mexico. And all of the money I make goes directly towards trying to fight bricks and minifigs so they stop doing bad things to people. Also, make sure to donate to the GoFundMe we set up for Brian. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to promote this. I mean, I got arrested just for creating this thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Everyone donate to this GoFundMe. I'm in Mexico now. The police can't do—
Hold up. I wonder if I can see it without having an account. Let's see. I'm just curious what they've raised. Yeah, exactly what I predicted. They've actually upped the amount, so it's not 28K anymore. It's 500K. And they have raised 495K. So they are, yeah, I'd say they did good. Buddy got all his money back. And then I guess, I don't know, what's their plan with the rest? It would be kind of wrong if they just kept it. But in a sense, it wouldn't be. The reason, because I know it probably sounds wrong if they kept it, but the reason is this guy has gone through hell to raise awareness to this, you know? So in a sense, it is his payment for helping someone get their money back and, you know, showing people how corrupt these guys are. I see nothing wrong with that.
I got arrested just for creating this thing, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Everyone donate to this GoFundMe. I'm in Mexico now. The police can't do anything to me here. The American Fork Police Department has responded to the video I made about them.
I am the Chief of Police for the American Fork Police Department. I'd like to address the members of our American Fork and Cedar Hills community regarding some videos currently circulating on social media.
So now I will offer a response to their response. There's a lot of new information in this response that I've been wanting to get for a long time, so we'll go over that first. One of the main questions in my video was, why did I get swatted for stealing the Legos when this wasn't a mystery to the police officers and they knew that I didn't steal the Legos, that Josh stole the Legos.
He basically stole a $200,000 collection of Star Wars Legos.
But still, why did they raid my house for stealing the Legos when there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that Josh stole the Legos? When I requested the body cam footage of this to try to find the answers myself, they redacted everything, and they claimed it was to protect the victims. However, one of my friends set up a GoPro as we were getting swatted, and we caught the entire conversation on camera.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
For 3 months, the police department's answer has been, this redaction is important because it protects Josh, the victim of this case. However, we can clearly see that the police are looking for Legos and they saw no Legos. And they redacted this because they were embarrassed that they made such a stupid decision to swat the wrong person. They were so embarrassed of swatting my house for stealing the Legos that in all the police reports, it is completely redacted. The police department wants this information hidden so bad that they're willing to break the law to hide this from everyone. The only reason I know about it is because of the receipt I got the night I was released from jail and my friend's GoPro that was recording. So even though I've been asking them for 3 months why I got swatted, they finally came up with an answer, which is the Airbnb host told them that I stole the Legos.
During contact with the Airbnb owner, the owner reported overhearing conversations about possible stolen Legos. Specifically, officers wrote in the search warrant affidavit, the homeowner also disclosed that he could hear multiple individuals inside the residence speaking about possibly stolen Lego toys they had taken. Based on that information, officers added a request within the search warrant affidavit seeking authorization to also search for and seize possible stolen property, including Lego merchandise. 4th District Judge Roger W. Griffin reviewed and approved the search warrant.
I always like giving people the benefit of the doubt, and
Right?
I will take the police.
Yeah, that is such a bullshit, because didn't they think it was kind of like a joke that it was stolen to begin with? Like they don't understand the whole Lego thing. Yeah.
Police officer's word on this, but something fishy is going on here, and everything
I
can just
agree.
be cleared up if you unredact the audio and let everyone see the truth. Also, after we got raided and the police officers found no Legos, all of this footage has been redacted too. And my guess is if the police unredact this footage, we will find out the answers once and for all. While we were getting swatted, one of the police officers decided to injure me for absolutely no reason. He claims it's because I was trying to make a fast movement.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But when we replay the footage, you can clearly see I was not making any fast movements. However, the police department has an answer to this.
During Snyder's detention, Lieutenant Adamson took hold of Snyder's right arm. Lieutenant Adamson later reported that he felt Snyder tense his arm, at which point Adamson moved Snyder's right arm behind his back to place him into custody.
The police department has made it clear I did not, in fact, make any quick movements like the police officer claims I did, so the police officer was lying, but not fully, because I did tense my arm. However, he lunges at me extremely fast before he even touches me, so how could he even know that I was tensing my arm before he even grabs me? That doesn't make any sense. There's only one solution. This police officer has psychic powers, and he could tell that my arm was tensing up before grabbing me. However, this makes no sense, because if the police officer did truly have psychic powers, he would have known that we were not the thieves, Josh and Brandon were the thieves. So this can't be the case either. I'm trying to have an open mind with these different possibilities of what this could be, but literally the only outcome left is that this police officer injured me for no reason.
You know, just random thought, because I've never been arrested before, but I like to think that if I had, I'd be a little tense, you know? Like I don't think it's a horrible thing that if he did tense up, like, yeah, you're being put in an awkward position. Makes sense.
However, the police have another response to this of why I must be lying.
In the X-ray image displayed by Mr. Snyder in that video, a small L is visible in the upper right-hand corner of the X-ray. The L indicates the image is that of the left shoulder. The video shows Lieutenant Adamson handling Snyder's right arm during the arrest.
Yes, the stock footage I used to show what a dislocated shoulder is, an image that's clearly not mine because I didn't go to the hospital, I went to jail, so how could I have taken this picture? But anyways, the stock image I used is of a left shoulder when my shoulder that got injured was my right shoulder.
They don't understand.
They don't think highly of my audience that they would have known that this was a stock image, and I wouldn't have to spoon feed every tiny detail to my audience. But now I realize that there's another portion of my audience called the American Fork Police Department that maybe I do have to spoon feed every single piece of information to. So I'm going to use this as constructive criticism, and in every single episode going forward now that I know that the American Fork Police Department's watching, I will be forced to spoon feed every single detail. As a professional slackliner, dislocating my shoulder is almost a monthly thing for me.
The whole weight of my arm is just on this bone.
Boon!
3 days before I got arrested, I had a really bad ski accident where I had a really bad dislocation of my shoulder, and any movement at all would have dislocated it. So I will say here, I don't think that the police officer was purposely trying to injure me. I think to a normal person, this would have been fine. But for me in particular, this was not good, but it was still unjustified. And the police officer was just making up an excuse, and now they're making up an excuse to defend it. Another thing I find shocking is the chief of police, even after reviewing the dash cam footage, says that we ran a stop sign.
Richardson initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle for failing to stop before the stop line at a stop sign and failing to stop completely at that stop sign.
The chief of police looked at this video and said, "We ran a stop sign." And now he's using that to say, This was a legal traffic stop. The police officers did nothing wrong. At this point, we thought the best thing to do was to take Josh to court so he can be legally accountable for the crimes he committed. However, to do that, we are first required to serve him court papers. So we did what the law told us to do. I got a process server, and we went to his house to do this the legal way. However, Josh did not want to do this the legal way, and instead called the police on us.
Joshua Johnson contacted police and reported he was going to shoot someone as a result of the ongoing harassment. Multiple officers immediately responded to the area.
Josh was so scared of going
That's
to
one way
court
to do
that
it.
he would rather shoot us than accept these court papers.
No.
Josh's logic here is
He was never gonna shoot you, but if you ever want a cop at your door real damn fast, you say you're gonna shoot someone. They'll be there in seconds. So yeah, obviously that's what he was doing.
that if he can murder the process server and if he can murder me, then he can get away with his crimes because there'll be no one to sue him in court. However, sadly for Josh, murder is illegal. And now he just admitted his plans to the police officers. The American Fork Police should at least be arresting Josh for trying to use murder as a way to get out of court. But sadly, for some reason, they arrested me instead.
Am I being arrested? Really?
Something about this seems off, and all of the answers are in the body cam footage. However, they redacted all the body cam footage. So this is where I think if we all come together as a community, we can somehow convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this footage so we can find out why they arrested me and not the guy who threatened to murder me. However, the American Fork Police does not want to unredact the footage right now, and now have made up a new excuse of why I was the one justified being arrested.
Officer Sumbot contacted the Marion County Circuit Court in Oregon to verify the legitimacy of the paperwork. The court confirmed that the case was indeed legitimate, but that papers had already been served and no hearing date had yet been scheduled.
The police department said the reason they arrested me and not Josh this day is because they called to confirm if this was a real court case, and they said it was real. However, the papers have already been served, and now I'm doing this solely to get YouTube content. And if that's true, I would like to see footage of it. They released all the raw footage, and that part doesn't seem to be in the raw footage.
It's already been to court, or are you allowed to tell me kind of where they're at with the case?
There is no hearing date set, and there hasn't been a hearing in the case yet. All I see is the claim that was filed. I don't see proof of service or anything. A hearing wouldn't be set until a response is filed by defendant.
Okay, so the defendant needs to be served with papers before the case will, I guess, start?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your help. I think that's all for today. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, bye.
This right here is why I've always thought, and think what you will about this one, but I have always believed that it should be someone at the office or like a police officer or something that serves the papers. It shouldn't be like whoever's, suing. Because you end up with these issues, right? Yeah.
Right here, the police officer admits that it is March 10th.
On March 10th, 2026.
However, you can see here that Josh doesn't get served until 3 days later, March 13th. So how could Josh have already been served on March 10th if he didn't get served until March 13th? Unless Josh is a time traveler. There's only one way to clear this all up. American Fork Police Department, show me the time machine. So now they say that I have done all the check marks which constitute stalking. Let's go through them.
Individual commits stalking if the individual intentionally or knowingly engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific individual.
So yes, I did do an action that was targeted at a specific individual, but that's what's required by the court if I want to take someone to court. If someone steals your stuff and you go through the legal process to take them to court, it is not considered stalking. I have a right as an American to sue him.
Is reckless as to whether that course of conduct would cause a reasonable person to fear for the individual's own safety or the safety of another.
The second check mark is that if a reasonable person would be scared. The police are claiming that since this action made Josh scared, this check mark is complete. However, they have completely forgotten about the term reasonable. As we can see, Josh is not a reasonable person. This is someone who multiple times has tried to silence someone by accusing them of being on heroin.
Here's the crazy thing. They told me that they took over that location because the owners were using the location to fund their heroin addiction.
What?
Yeah, and that's how they took it over, and saying they had like a pigeon in there that was crapping all over the Legos, and it smelled bad, all this stuff.
This is someone who threatened to murder me just for trying to serve him papers. This is not a reasonable person. It is not reasonable to threaten to murder someone just for serving papers. A reasonable person would accept the papers, so that second checkbox does not meet the requirements. I even tried explaining this to one of the police officers early on.
What the law says is if the average person would feel unsafe by our behaviors, so I think he's feeling unreasonably unsafe, a reasonable person would not feel unsafe in the situation. Well, I can say the same thing. I feel unsafe trying to conduct business with him, and he calls the police on me to hide. I feel unsafe because of that. Because we had a 3-hour search in our car. He said we had heroin in our car yesterday. We had a 3-hour search in our car. That makes me feel unsafe. I think that's reasonable for me to feel unsafe. It's not reasonable for him to feel unsafe.
So Josh is actually the one who said he was going to murder me if I take him to court. But now, I'm the one that's being looked into for threatening to murder Josh. How does this make any sense?
Mr. Johnson alleged that Mansell had hired Benjamin Snyder to harass, stalk, vandalize the store, threaten to murder the manager of the store.
Now, let's go to the heroin claim. We got pulled over by the police, and they claimed that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because the substances in the vehicle. Really?
Most of this footage is redacted, so again, there's a big mystery of what happened. Can we all come together and convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this so we can find out the truth? However, what the police is claiming now is that they did not get a call saying that we had heroin on us. Instead, they could just tell from the second we pulled over that our eyes were glossy.
During the interaction, Officer Fraughton indicated he believed Shaw's eyes appeared glossy and expressed concern regarding possible impairment.
If we look back on the raw footage, this is what the police officer said his first interaction with us was like.
Good with these guys being able to drive?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see anything clear as day with Tyler that I noticed.
What's the goal of...
Right now? Yeah, I was gonna scare him a little bit and let him go is all I really was gonna do.
Do we have charges, or are we just tired of them being annoying?
It seems hard to take what the chief of police is saying seriously because so far almost everything he said is a lie. So the only way we can actually find out the truth is if we unredact everything. We already know the victim's name is Joshua Johnson. Why do we have to keep that protected? His name is already out there. None of these redactions are protecting anything except for the police. And now I want to acknowledge my friend Sheldon's arrest.
The group stated they were supporting a GoFundMe campaign for a dying man. One of the individuals, later identified as Sheldon Norcross. Officer Richardson then decided to seize Norcross's phone, pending the approval of a search warrant, in order to preserve potential evidence and prevent the deletion or alteration of any data. According to Officer Richardson's reports, when Norcross was informed that the phone was going to be seized, Norcross immediately began manipulating the device.
The police officer claims that Sheldon was arrested because he opened his phone to start deleting evidence. However, we can clearly see in the footage Sheldon's thumb is heading towards that lock button to lock his phone. His phone was open when he pulled it out, and the phone was transitioning from on to off, not from off to on. From this response, it almost seems like the police officers didn't even watch the video. So American Fork Police Department, if I'm your teacher, here's your homework. First off, learn the facts of what actually happened. Second off, stop lying about the facts. No one's believing it. The third thing is unredact the audio that makes the police look bad. Some of the best lawyers in the United States are reaching out to me right now, so eventually this is going to get released. Wouldn't you just like to get this over with sooner rather than dragging this out? The more we drag this out, the more content we get, so this only benefits me to drag this out. It doesn't benefit you. If you unredact the illegally redacted parts now, you'll win over audience support much faster. It's kind of funny, because a lot of you guys probably think I'm like trying to like make fun of this other cop by how he was talking.
Brother, you mind turning up the volume? Holy, it's actual ASMR. Wow. I cannot really hear him. Why is he whispering?
No, I'm actually just like super sick right now. I haven't been sleeping because I'm trying to get out part 3 as fast as I can.
He must have bumped
that's
it
caused
up
me
in
just
this
to like
one.
stay up all night, every night, and not sleep. And now I'm sick and have no voice. But yeah, I guess it kind of, I don't know why that police officer was talking with such a low, quiet voice, but that's why I am, at least. I wasn't making fun of him. I literally am just genuinely sick. But if you want to see part 3, subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/recklessben. Part 3 will be up there very soon. Part 2, I'm only dealing with misdemeanors, but part 3 is when they start accusing me of felonies, so it gets insane. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm going to crank out videos in the meantime until part 3 is done. But thanks for all the support, and let's find Brian's Legos.
Episode 3 is finally finished after crazy all-nighters and basically destroying my health. But I can't post it or I will go to jail. And not only that, I will also immediately lose my lawsuit of $300,000, and the GoFundMe we made for Brian will go straight to this mystery company that I am no longer allowed to talk about. They sent court papers to my email, which I guess a judge approved for them that this was a valid form of service. And so now that I'm officially served, I cannot even mention this company or I will be in jail and everything. Normally I would be like, screw the big guy telling me what to do. I'm gonna do what's morally right. But in this situation, if I do that, then all my friends get screwed with this lawsuit and we lose all the GoFundMe money we raised, like immediately. So,
right, which is $500,000 right now.
I am no longer allowed to even mention this mystery company. My personal opinion is that this is unfair because this order was put on me because this company was telling the court that I was making bomb threats. I was planning on murdering the manager and employees, which obviously I didn't do, and you can see that in the footage. The only problem is I was not given a chance to share my side. The court just heard their perspective, not mine. So because I wasn't able to share my side, I am now no longer allowed to talk about them, and it looks like this might be it. So, yeah.
We're done with the Lego stuff now. If it turns out he can post the 3rd episode, then we'll continue. I'll add more when we got more.